Oh, I just saw Curry. Curry just DM'd me. I'm ready when you are. Hopefully she sees that I went live. Sorry guys, I wanted to make a thumbnail, somewhat decent thumbnail. I want to say really quickly too, I totally messed up last night. I shouldn't have used the picture that I used for Ashley. Hi Ashley. Hi Ashcat. Hi Curry. Carrie. Oh, I can say Carrie now. Hi K Sauce Boss. So I want to say really quickly that I made a mistake last night, and thank you to the wonderful person who commented on my re-upload of my live last night. I shouldn't have used the picture that I used of Ashley in my original thumbnail last night, so I really want to apologize for that. I honestly just Googled her and grabbed one of the first pictures that I saw, and I wasn't really thinking. No excuses, I shouldn't have used it. So I did try to change the thumbnail last night, the picture, and it wouldn't let me because it was still processing. So I changed it this morning. So again, I really appreciate the person who commented on my re-upload of that live and just kind of said, hey, this is probably not a good thing for you to do. And I totally agreed with them. Hi, Kristen. Hi, TR. Hello, beautiful Katrina. Hi, Social Reject. Hi, Janari. Hi, Alana. Is that how you say your name? Hi, Sharon. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, girl, I've been waiting for someone to come on after that shit show. I honestly haven't seen very much Speaks Willow. I've seen a little bit of what happened today. I saw the audio of her, I also saw some clips from her at Walmart yelling at people for not buying things for her. So I haven't seen too much stuff yet, but that's why I wanted to do this live actually, which I plan on going live tonight anyways, but I got a lot of emails and stuff, which I still haven't gone through all my emails, but if you've sent me an email or a DM on Instagram and I haven't answered, I promise I'm getting to them. I have the next 3 days off, so I will be filtering through all of them and responding, but yeah, so I wanted to have this live so that we could have an open discussion about what took place today, and I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things. I might have gotten some really good news today, but I don't want to speak about it yet because I don't want to jinx it in regards to Ashley. And I really just want to make some quick disclaimers really quickly. If you're watching this live on the replay, some things could be triggering to you. I need to really start putting trigger warnings because I need to remember that people do watch the re-uploads. So if things like addiction trigger you, talking about people in active addiction, talking about SA, talk of any kind of harm to oneself, if you know what I mean, Jelly Bean, upsets you, please, this might not be the content for you. My Turnabout Ranch video should be up by tomorrow evening, so you can watch that content if you would like. I also want to say, just to reiterate what I usually say in the lives, it's okay if you talk about maintenance or anything like that, but please just use abbreviations. I will not tolerate any bullying of Ashley. Do not come for her looks. Do not come for her in any way, shape, or form. If you don't like me, that's fine, but you just don't need to be cruel. If you don't like Ashley, I understand, but you don't need to be cruel. We don't need to stoop to her level. Nobody's personal information, even if it is accessible online, should not be put in my chat. It will get deleted. You will get blocked. The other thing too is I'm forgetting something. I am forgetting something. I just had the train of thought and then I lost it. I'm forgetting something. What was I gonna say? Bullying, harassment, I covered that. Words like calling someone a druggie or the J word, junkie, I don't tolerate that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the rules of my live streams. I think I have. If you are an Ashley supporter that just wants her to get help, please do not hesitate to join in the conversation. This is a safe zone. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, my lovely moderator, Carrie, she is the one running the show pretty much. I have full trust in her to delete and hide people or whatever she needs to do. I trust her wholeheartedly. And just like she said, if you are somebody who is a supporter of Ashley, I have no problem with you being in this live as long as you keep it respectful. I'm always open to hearing all viewpoints, and I talked to quite a few of you. So, yeah, I know some of you guys watch and you don't feel comfortable commenting because Ashley has people that screenshot my comments. So that's another thing too. If you want to comment in this live, that's totally awesome. Of course, I encourage that dialogue, but just be warned that Ashley does have the access to my comment section because I leave my comment sections open, the lives open. You're not late. Hayla, your thing just popped up. I just started. I'm just going over kind of my rules for my live streams, especially when it comes to talking about Ashley. Everybody is usually really freaking great as far as like keeping it respectful and everything like that. So yeah, like Carrie said, I like to call this a safe zone. Yeah, so if anything makes you feel uncomfortable, you are allowed to voice that you feel uncomfortable, why you feel uncomfortable, and you can also leave if you feel like you need to leave. The other thing I want to say really quickly too is that last night, I feel really bad that a certain person got brought up and their personal information was brought up into the live. I do not condone that. And I read a comment out loud that I shouldn't have read out loud. And I feel really bad about it. So I really don't want people talking about other people's stories and things like that. That's their story to tell. And I should not have read that comment and that kind of thing. Obviously, it's fine if you want to voice your opinions about things, but just don't bring people's personal information into things if they don't want it out there. All right, let me go to the comments. Sorry, guys. It's super long-winded. I feel like the more lives I'm doing, the more I'm getting comfortable so that I'm able to say, okay, I really don't want this. Hi, Candy Cane. How are you, darling? Oh, Sharon, I hope you feel better. I didn't get to watch her videos yet, was in the middle of watching, then I seen you was on. Watching whose videos? Ashley's, Amy? Thank you. Carrie's amazing. She's like just reiterating everything I say. I love that. Carrie's amazing. What's wrong with the picture? Not the picture now, Katrina. So the picture I used originally last night in my thumbnail for the live stream, which again is my own fault. I literally Googled it while I was in my car out front of my brother-in-law's house, and I just threw a thumbnail together really quickly, but it showed Ashley kind of nodding, and I shouldn't have used that thumbnail, and it's really hard to find pictures. I try not to use the same pictures of Ashley over and over and over and over again to make the thumbnail like, you know, catching for more people, new people that are watching or finding stuff, you know. So I just grabbed a picture that I hadn't used before, and it wasn't the best picture. I shouldn't have used it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff about Petco, but I haven't seen anything yet. Hi, Janny, KM20. Hi, Beth. Hi, Maddie. How are you, darling? That's good. I had the same thought. Are you talking about what I was talking about with the picture, K-Boss? I feel like, yeah, I shouldn't have used that picture. Serious, how is YouTube allowing this behavior? I don't know. I tweeted at them today, and I'm like, with the clip of her sounding like she's, you know, and I was like, how are you allowing this on your platform? But they didn't respond, so. I'm an Ashley who likes cats. I love cats too. Like, I love my dogs, but I'm definitely like a cat girl. Today was insane, but I'm sure she lost no support. Probably not. I saw a clip of her saying, like, that's okay. For every 10 of you that leave, I get 20 more. Or for every one of you that leave, I get 20 more. And I'm like, see, that's the mentality she has. And I had somebody make a comment. I believe it was on one of my re-uploads of one of my lives that made a very good point. She's not dumb, you guys. Like, she knows what she's doing, like with the eye patch thing. And some of these pages, they will literally run with whatever she does, and it's just giving her promotion. And it's a double-edged sword because, like, obviously we want to bring awareness to everything that's going on with her, but at the same time, in a way, it is promoting her because people are like, oh, who's this girl? I don't know how many times I've had people find my TikTok videos on the For You page, which I try not to have my videos go on the For You page for this reason. That's why I don't use hashtags a lot. But they'll my video will pop up on their For You page. So if my video is popping up, I'm sure tons of other people that cover Ashley, their stuff's popping up, right? And the first thing that these people are saying are, where can I find this girl's account? How do I look up this myself? How do I find, how do I find where she is? And then they start looking for her content. And that's why I try not to include her YouTube name and stuff that I post and everything, because I don't want people to find her. I mean, it's easy to find her, but I mean, it's a double-edged sword because you want to talk about it, but at one point are you also promoting and sending people over there? And I mean, she will get what, 600 to 1,000 people in her live. Yeah, granted, most people are there hate watching, but that's still revenue that she is bringing in, and that's still showing YouTube that she's building an audience. And I feel like she's kind of given up on TikTok at this point. And she's basically focusing on YouTube because she feels untouchable on YouTube. I mean, she's getting so careless and is pretty much saying F everybody because I'm going to do what I want, with the clips of her today, with the audio of her doing her thing. And her supporters are like, oh, she's checking something. She's not doing that. She's checking on something. It's like, can you not hear what's going on? And I understand that some people are naive when it comes to addiction. I get that, but I mean, come on. The Jessie girl who was in your live last night that said she was just waiting for her membership to expire with Ash bought another reading today. Yeah, that's sad. Social reject. But we can't stop people. People are going to do what they want to do, and sadly there are a lot of people who play both sides, which, that's fine. You don't have to pick sides. I've said that from the beginning. You could be on both sides, really. But when you're contributing to that, I want to say it this way. Don't come into my live stream or really anybody else's page or anything and complain about you being unhappy with the service and then go back and pay for more of that service. That's like me going to a restaurant, not liking the food, and I go back and I not like the food, go back, not like the food, and then I keep paying to go, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Like, and I can't say that she did do that because I haven't seen evidence of that, but if that's the case, but I see a lot of people who do that. They'll complain they didn't get their reading, or that they had their reading wasn't accurate or what have you, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, well, I'm going to go pay for another reading, or I'm going to give her more money. It's like, why are you complaining about it then if you're going to keep doing it? Hi, Jessica Curtis. Sorry, guys. I'm probably not gonna be able to read every comment again tonight because there's a lot of people in here, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, I heard she got kicked out of Petco. K-Boss. Or K Sauce Boss. She was asked not to film at Petco. Yeah, somebody sent me that. I think it was Carrie that sent me that, actually. Yeah, a lot of establishments don't want you filming in their establishments. So I'm new here. I've been watching her for a while and found you through some other TikTokers. I don't really comment on anything, but I have a brother who is an addict of 25 years. It's hard to watch. Well, thank you for being here, Eugene. And I'm sorry. I hope your brother finds the light. She was so vile. It was super bad. Yeah, that's what I've seen. She walked out of Petco because they asked her to stop filming their staff. She said she didn't, but in reality, she really did. Yeah, she lies all the time. Like, she'll literally lie in one sentence, and the sentence right after, she'll be like, I didn't say that. But the sad thing is that people go with it. Like, people go along with it. Like, she can literally be vile and mean and a liar and scam people and dox people, because at the end of the day, she still has people who are supporting her. She still has people that are sending her money. And it's kind of sad, because it kind of proves that old theory of like being cruel and mean gets you further in life, because people are sending her money. You have so many amazing people that need help and have GoFundMe's and, things on their TikTok where they need help with this or that. And they can't even get someone to donate $1 to them. But then you have someone who's screaming and is ungrateful, super entitled, and people will just hand it out. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. Yeah, she just wants cash because no one would send her cash. She was getting so angry. I noticed mods left up comments that she needed to buy her own stuff. It would feel good. That's good they left those comments up, Carrie. And I think that would make her feel good if she was, and that's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing too, is Ashley would always say, I'm not an, I mean, she has basically come out in her comment section underneath her re-upload saying like, what if I am using, like, I'm an adult, I do what I want, right? But Ashley has said before that there's no proof of her using, and an addict in active addiction doesn't buy a laptop, doesn't buy a phone, doesn't buy all these things that she's been buying, right? But the thing is when you have a lot of income coming in, you will buy nice things because you can still support your habit. As long as you can support your habit and buy nice things, you will buy nice things, right? But the whole thing is now it's getting to a point where she can't even buy her own stuff at Walmart. So she's just proving her own theory wrong. Or I guess right, I should say. I won't watch her live to give her views. That's good, Elizabeth. I highly encourage people not to watch her. How can we get YouTube to stop her? Report? Yeah, if you see any, and this is with anybody, not just Ashley, I say it all the time, any bullying, harassment, scamming, doxing, anything with drug use, drug deals, self-harm, anything to do with that, report, 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 report. Yes, Beefy, I can see you. Sorry, I take a little bit to be able to read comments. She is beyond an addict. She is okay. I'm sorry, ADCat11. I have to remove your comment. That's the other thing I forgot to say. We will not be calling people narcissists, sociopaths, psychotic. We will not be diagnosing people with mental health conditions. You can say so-and-so has characteristics of this or that. That's fine. But I will not have anybody calling people and labeling people mental illnesses. That's not our place to do. I don't agree with that. That makes you no better than Ashley saying that, oh, this person's being bipolar because one day they're this way and one day they're this way. And she's stigmatizing bipolar people. And honestly, a lot of the people that use the word narcissist all the time and sociopath and all that other stuff, they don't even understand. They're honestly using those words. They're using those words in a stigmatizing way. I just don't agree with that. It's okay if you don't agree with me, but I don't want to see it in my life. I just don't like that. Her mods are so ridiculous. Some of them are, yes, but I do believe that some of her mods are genuine. But I can understand why people don't think her mods are genuine. I reported the video from last night for abusive language. That's good, Sharon. You heard her sniff sniff today? I did, TR. I saw the clip of that. And I saved the video that was sent to me of it, and I think I was tagged in the video actually, and then I tweeted at YouTube with it. Yes, when it got too bad and she called a supporter a lying bee, they were caught in the middle. Oh, gosh. Can I say tonight and today was an absolute nightmare and she was off her rocker? I feel so bad. Yeah, she's definitely got, her mind is not right now. Like, not at all. Some of her mods have said they are in recovery too, so that's where I struggle with them allowing this behavior. I feel like Meredith, I feel like a lot of her, I shouldn't say a lot of her mods, but there's a few of her mods that are in recovery, and I feel like they want to give her a support system. And I had someone comment on one of my re-uploads, I think it was of last night's live, but basically saying, how do we know Ashley doesn't have a support system? She doesn't have a support system, you guys. Who does she have? The guys at the shop? Her married boyfriend? Her family doesn't talk to her. She doesn't have a strong support system. So I do feel like, and I mean, maybe the mods that want to be her support system maybe aren't doing it the right way, but at least they're trying to be a support system for her. Yeah, I saw that, Victoria Marie. Well, I heard it. I shouldn't say I saw that. I can't give money in good faith to feed someone's addiction. Absolutely, Sharon. That's totally understandable. I'm Ashley, not Ashley. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one, Ash Cat. Wait, what? That's not. So Ash Cat is not. The Ash Cat in this live is not Miss Ashy Cat. Oh gosh, I feel so bad for you right now. Hi Kevin, how are you, darling? She was yelling at people to send money and help her. I believe it. And somebody told me that she was claiming her Uber was $81. I don't have Uber where I live. I've never taken an Uber, so I don't know how expensive Ubers are. I know they have like a luxury version and like a general version, but like, no, I haven't spoken about the R word thing yet, but I did see a clip of her calling somebody that word tonight as well. I saw a comment telling her to OD already because they're waiting for the season finale. My heart broke. They're literally hoping this girl dies unalive. Wow, I just got goosebumps reading that, Amy. There are so many people that are watching her, waiting for it to happen. And they're waiting to just be able to grab that clip and repost it. I'm not even kidding. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. But sadly, there are a lot of people just waiting for it to happen, or they're watching the train wreck. It's absolutely disgusting. I've had so many people say that to me in my comment sections, and I'm like, you're gross. It's Ashley TT Scammer now, not TT Scammer Alert. Yes. Alyssa, you're right. I don't know if TT will be in here tonight. I need to talk to her, though. I sent her a DM. I got to talk to her about a few things tomorrow. Thanks. I was curious. Y'all catch the bit about the bread machine and the AirPods she dropped? No, Beefy, I didn't. Absolutely. When I was in active addiction, I had nice things too, but I still had money on the side to buy my supply. Absolutely, Amy. I was the same way for years. Yes, she gets food stamps. Exactly. I had money in my active days and I spent $600 a day on my DOC, but I had nice things, so that's not true that people in addiction don't have nice things. Absolutely, a Jersey girl. Tarrah, I sent you the recording of her saying the R word. I thought you did, Alyssa. To be honest, my emails and DMs are so flooded that sometimes it's hard for me to remember who sent me what. But I can tell you right now, if you're someone who has sent me any clips or tagged me in anything, I truly appreciate that like so much because it saves me a lot of time. And as you guys know, I already have hundreds, I probably have 1,000 clips and screenshots of stuff to do with Ashley at this point. So it saves me a lot of time. And I'm hoping if the next 3 days go the way that I want them to, that I will have at least one part of my series up by next week. Fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure I will be able to, because I have almost my whole script done for one of the parts. I have a few things, a few loose ends, I guess you could say, that I need to tie up. But other than that, it should be up. But it's so hard because things are constantly evolving. Like usually when I cover subjects, there's like a cutoff point, right? With this, it's constant stuff coming in. So it's like not only trying to focus on the current, but trying to also backtrack to create that timeline. Do they not have public transportation in Baltimore? No, they do. Mother's Touch. They have the train. I don't know if they have a bus system, but I know they have a train system. Yeah, she does use the R word towards everyone. And then she made up that song. I think that was from yesterday's live, though, about that mom who has a disabled kid. It was freaking so sad. I can go 20 miles for 15 bucks. Oh, yeah. So she's totally lying about that. No, it was like 43, but she said it was 80 before. Okay, Alyssa, thank you. Alyssa and the mods muted people who said they were offended by her saying the R word. Well, Ashley says that she she can use the R word. She has a pass because she has ADHD. Don't really understand that one. And she, I guess, has Asperger's. But her reasoning for how she got diagnosed with Asperger's doesn't even make sense. My boyfriend has Asperger's, which it's not, they don't use that term anymore, but when he was diagnosed, they still use it. And before she said she was self-diagnosing, and now she claims she was diagnosed years ago from the doctor. Girl, when was the last time you went to the doctor? Besides going to the ER. I ain't never seen that girl go to the doctor. And I mean, I'm talking, she's got so many social media account things where she's documented her life. And the only time I've seen her talk about going to the doctor, and you know, she talks about everything, chicken wings. She would have documented her being freaking diagnosed with that, I would think anyways. That's just my opinion. And then the reasonings for why she says she has Asperger's and was diagnosed with Asperger's, I was sent proof by a beautiful person of a ton of stuff contradicting everything she was saying. Her Uber was that much because it's back and forth through all the places she went today. Oh, that could be Krista. She gets monthly transportation from the state, so her Uber is paid for. It's another scam. Yes, Elizabeth, I have heard that they pay for her transportation. I don't know what list we're talking about. You guys are talking about. I must have missed the list thing. Okay, so they do have a bus. Thank you, Meredith. I knew they had a train, but I didn't know about the bus. It's crazy how people prefer to watch a train wreck without wanting to step in and help. Absolutely, Sharon. I agree. I seen Real Talk Nicole was in a live today, and Ash actually responded to her. Have you spoken to Nicole? No, I have not spoken to Nicole. That's good, though. If somebody's able to speak to Ashley, and Ashley's responding to them. Literally, if anybody could get through to her, it will save her life. I do not agree with people telling her to OD. It infuriates me to watch her nod off, but I know she will not get help until ready. Absolutely, Jessica Curtis. You are absolutely right. It disgusts me that people say that. And you're right. She will not get help until she's ready to get help. And we can't force her to get help. If we try to force her, if she's forced into getting help, you guys, chances are it won't last. And I hate to say that, but one of her videos about ride home with me, she gets dropped off by an Uber at a bus stop on the opposite side of the block as the alcohol and drug rehab. I don't know what you were trying to say with that, Beefy, but what happened in Walmart at checkout, I went into the live with her screaming about someone disappeared that was supposed to send her money. Yeah, I heard someone was supposed to send her money and then she freaked out because she put all this stuff in her cart, or she bought or she was gonna buy stuff or something, and then they ended up not putting the money in. It makes it super hard sometimes to try and support someone who claims they don't need support due to not having a problem and is constantly just spewing ugliness on the daily. Absolutely, Rihanna. Oh, so that was about the bread machine. Okay. I don't see Ashley making bread, but that's just me. I make too much to get assistance, but have to use a food bank to make ends meet. It drives me nuts how she abuses the system. Yeah, Deb, I actually completely agree with you on that. I make like $20 too much to get any kind of assistance. But I won't lie either. Like, I tell them all my income, even from me selling clothes on like Mercury or whatever you call it. Because I refuse to lie. I watched the whole video. It was crazy. Damn. Where's her 4K in the bank at? I don't know. I think it's gone. Was her tarot TT in the whole... I don't know, Ash Cat. I don't watch Ashley's any of Ashley's stuff. I don't watch her TikTok and I don't watch her YouTube lives. I wait for people to send me stuff if they find that it is important. And yeah, I literally do not watch her content. I've watched a lot of her old YouTube stuff, like on her other channels, but those aren't monetized. Yes, she is going downhill fast. People with ADHD don't sleep as much as she does. Yeah, I have ADHD, and I'll tell you right now, I don't sleep. Yeah, she did just have 4K. Yep, and people always sending her money. Absolutely. My stepmom took 7 years to get diagnosed with Asperger's. You can't self-diagnose. I agree, Beefy. Yeah, my boyfriend, like, literally went his whole life. It took him so long. But then again, there's, like, no services down here. The only reason why he was able to get diagnosed is because we lived in a very big city, and I was able to find a really good doctor. Because I knew something was up with the way that he was. Like, I don't want to talk about his story because that's his story. He doesn't mind me telling people that he's on the spectrum, but I'm not going to like get into his personal information like that. She got paid from YouTube literally a week ago, almost $900. Absolutely, she did. Ahmad says she hopes the trolls all get cancer. Well, that's not very nice. Ahmad asked for money today. Are you kidding me? Asked Ashley to get paid? Because I don't think there's anything wrong with mods getting paid. Like, I hope that my channel is big enough one day to where I can pay my mods. Because mods do a lot of work. They take time out of their day to monitor comments. You know, usually some mods help with other things. So I think that it's great when YouTubers pay their mods. Hi, Karen Wright. Just like when she was finishing up the live, she was doing a reading on today and named like 3 people. I left, and the last one she said in a weird African name, then defended it by saying she works with... Oh, that's so rude. Whatever happened to her stealing the $8,000? I don't know, Victoria. She's supposedly paying it back, but she supposedly didn't take it, so I don't know. There's a lot of theories about her mods. I'm still concerned for Kayla, who she jinxed 3 times and did an evil money spell on her. Wait, who did that to Kayla? Simply Jess. Does anyone know where Kayla is? Because I can help with that. People with names like that, so it's okay, like what? That's so disrespectful to a paying customer. She makes like 4K a week on Tarrah, but gets $100 paychecks from the shop. Why stay at the shop? I think there's some shady shit going on at the shop. Plus her boyfriend. It's 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 a mess. Oh, when she's nodding, she said she was hyper. Hey, hi, your mom goes to college. How are you, darling? It makes me sick the things she says to people like you don't know what they're going through and that could trigger them. Absolutely, Krista. I don't understand how grown adults can respond to comments in the manner that her mods do and continue to back her up. Absolutely. I'm going to scroll down like more to the bottom because I feel like I'm super behind on the comments. Oh, and the carpet cleaners, all her mods said to rent one and they are super cheap. She was not having it. Yeah, I mean, have we, like, she wrote on her, somebody commented on a re-upload of her live and was like, don't tell people where you're going to be living or something. And she was like, public records, I'm not hiding from anybody or something along those lines. Like, I'm not like, I'm paraphrasing, right? So, like, if she isn't like, I don't know. It's just weird. I mean, I really hope she had the apartment, but now I'm like worried about her being alone. But I don't think anybody should be paying for anything for this apartment until she's in the apartment. Like, where is she storing all this stuff? In a hotel room? It's just very bizarre. And then you think about all the people that have sent her stuff on her wish list for the last year. Where is all that stuff, you guys? Where is it all? People have sent her a lot of stuff, y'all. Like, I remember going back before I stopped watching her TikTok content and being like, because she would have mail haul after mail haul after mail haul after mail haul. Like, she would do a mail haul, multiple mail hauls a day. Where's all that stuff? I was, when we were homeless growing up, we lived in a hotel room. You can't fit much stuff in a hotel room. Offer a membership and don't give them what they pay for. I wouldn't do that. I wish I could offer people memberships though. I've had so many people ask me if I would do a membership thingy, but I just don't have the time, or like a Patreon or something so they could help support my channel, but I don't have the time for it. And I wouldn't want to do it unless I had the time for it. People wanted to help, but not just send her random money. She wanted the money sent. Of course she did. She's most likely here. She watches everything under fake accounts. That's fine. She can be here, Simply Jess. I don't care. You got to know all the money probably went up her nose. I got to delete that. I'm sorry. She doesn't want help unless you're directly sending her money. Absolutely. She said she didn't want the donated carriers because they have germs as she's pushing a Walmart shopping cart. Right? Right? As she's handing a lighter to a stranger in downtown Baltimore. A lighter, right? Okay. Okay. I feel like she's way too entitled for someone in her situation. Like, I know anytime I was homeless, I was grateful for literally just to be able to take a shower. I was grateful, right? I was grateful for anybody doing anything for me. Giving me a meal, giving me $5, letting me bum a cigarette, like, I don't get it. Does anyone know why the police officer today asked Ashley to see who was in the shop? I don't know, Tina. I wouldn't worry about any spell, Ashley Cash. She's not even in a mindset to do spell work. Nothing she says will stick. That's true, good Anne. I will say, though, I do think maybe it's just Ashley's energy, but I definitely think something was sent my way. I heard someone called the DA about drug deals going on at the shop. Well, it doesn't surprise me. That would be my theory, allegedly. Conspiracy, allegedly. I can send you screen recordings of her saying she'd put a spell on her. Yeah, if you have them, Melissa, I'll take them. I used to be one of her old mods. I had to quit. It was way too much work, and Ashley is rude as hell. Or AF. Well, I'm glad that you saw the light, Angela. I'm sorry that happened to you, though, like if she was rude to you. Y'all, she taught herself tarot by watching YouTube. Why would anyone believe she can reach a love lost one? Thank you, Jersey girl. She cannot reach a lost loved one. You cannot reach lost loved ones through tarot unless you are a medium. And I can be honest with you, I think I've maybe in my lifetime seen a few that could do that. Genuinely do it. And you can't just call on a spirit and have a spirit come, like, beck and call. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. Let me tell you, it's not how it works. And not only that, dealing with lost loved ones, spirits in general, any kind of that type of stuff, it's so draining, right? Absolutely draining. Most people aren't doing 10 lost loved one readings in an hour. I mean, she can hardly get through one reading in an hour, and that's pulling 6 cards. But what I'm saying is most people aren't pushing them out the way that she's pushing them out because it's so draining to do that kind of work. So, yeah. It's a no for me. Her friend bought her a vacuum. Oh my gosh. I know when I hit rock bottom, it was me losing my kids that did it. She literally has nothing to lose. I'm afraid her rock bottom is going to be worst case scenario. I agree, Heidi. And that was for me too, was my children. Well, I should say my daughter, because my first son, I chose drugs over him, sadly. Has anyone seen the videos of I have to, Simply Ness, you can't use the D word, but yes, I have seen the videos of that. I was sent them today. You can paraphrase, like use a letter or whatever, but you can't use that word because YouTube will flag my video. I don't make the rules with that one. I mean, I kind of do because I don't care if my stuff's monetized, but I don't want my channel flagged because that negatively impacts my channel, like bad. And with my luck, because I actually have really bad luck, you guys, like the worst luck I've ever seen someone have ever. And with my luck, even though Ashley's doing all the things she's doing, breaking terms of service, it would be someone saying something in a chat that would get my ass in trouble, and like deep trouble. By the way, there's 131 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. If you could like up this video, I would really, really, really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. You don't have to send me any money. Just hit the thumbs up button. Oh, I make some weird faces. I'm a pretty expressive person. Thank you, guys. I see the thumbs up going. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, we got Curry in here. Curry. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. I appreciate it. I went to Ashley when my parents passed and I realized she was fake. Yeah, it's sad, Simply Jess. And hi, Leslie. What's up, girl? Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's really sad. Wow, those thumbs up went fast. Thank you, guys. It's really sad how many people that I am in talks with that have been scammed by Ashley. And I've said this before, I believe anyone who's getting a reading from Ashley in her condition is being scammed. But I'm talking about people who paid for a reading and didn't get the reading, or people who paid for a reading and the reading was not accurate at all, or they paid for a reading and someone else stole their reading. Like I would say like 91, 92% of the people that I've talked to, and I mean, there's dozens of people, y'all, were lost loved one readings. So it's really sad how she takes advantage of people and their grieving process, because when you lose someone, you want closure, or maybe you never met them, so you want to get to know how they were, or maybe, you just want to connect. Like, losing someone that you love, a person in your life, family member, friend. I mean, she will do lost loved one readings on pets, y'all. And I'm not saying you can't connect with the spirit of animals, because you definitely can. But I never in my life heard of that. Never in my life. I'm sure somebody out there specializes in doing stuff with people's pets that have passed, but never in my life have I seen that. Wow, that went up from like 32 to 71. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys taking that time just to hit a button. Maybe instead of buying all those electronics, she should have thought ahead. I mean, she knew she was moving. She should have saved her money, you know, like us adults do save money. Yeah, I agree, Amy Palmer. The other thing, too, is like, even if you took out the active addiction part of everything, I don't know how Ashley's upbringing was. I do believe she probably went and had a lot of trauma in her upbringing, but she did say that she left home. And then, I mean, I've got some YouTube videos that I've seen of her older content where she talks about her mom and like them having a good relationship. And then there's stuff that she's written on Quora where she says her mom and her had a good relationship. She says something different now, but where was I going? Money. Oh yeah. So I know for me, like my upbringing was really bad, and my mom never taught me about bank accounts or how to balance a checkbook or credit or how to save money, because my mom was horrible with her money because she was an addict and she was just horrible with her money in general, right? So maybe Ashley, because she's been in survival mode for so long, benefit of the doubt, devil's advocate here, maybe she just genuinely doesn't know how to manage her money, even if you take away the addiction stuff, because she's making enough money to where she should be able to fund her habit and be able to save money. But she spends it carelessly, absolutely carelessly. She has no connection with the universe. We can rest assured nothing is listening to her curses. I wonder where her entitlement comes from. I feel like she's always had a sense of entitlement, mother's touch. But I feel like when you get, well, not everybody, but a lot of people, and you can see it with YouTubers that grow really fast, really anyone who grows really fast. Not everybody does this that grows fast, but you can see people change sometimes when they see their numbers grow up or go up. And some people do get super entitled. They get an ego. They think they're better than everybody else because they have this platform. And she's just kind of gotten worse with her entitlement. But I think she's always had a little bit of entitlement, to be honest with you. She went all Karen at Petco because the employee didn't want it recorded. Yep, she did. I've been called a Karen. I think it's funny though. I work with a Karen and I go, Karen. She's like such a sweet lady though. I do have a problem with all these new TikTok creators getting on the Ashley bandwagon and spreading false information, i.e. she has kids, she got fired. I agree, my account. She claims all the theft and pawn shops are closed. All the thrift and pawn shops are closed for COVID. I bet you anything Goodwill is at least open. Salvation Army, I bet, is open. I'm new to your account. Are you familiar with what Ashley's sister has said about her? Yes, I am. Pink Banana Juicify. No, you're fine, Simply Jess. That's my fault. I should have said that. That word too. You're good. Just paraphrase. Like abbreviations, things like that. That's fine. Like if you see Mary Jane Doe, how she did it, that works. I call them rulers instead of I love that actually. Carrie, I love that. Did she do her Walmart haul today? Kind of, Jamie. Have a good night, Beefy. I don't know why she thinks everything is so closed because of COVID, because it's just not true. It's just an excuse to get something worth reselling. I agree, Carrie. I wonder if she knew about Tarrah. Who are you talking about? Simply. Maybe I should go up. Simply. There's been people in the live close to her and know her and used to be good friends with There's been new people that live close to her and know her and used to be good friends with. Yeah, I know she's had people in her life that were like a support system, but I'm saying currently right now, maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, honey. I'm wondering if come Monday or Tuesday, there's going to be some excuse as to why she doesn't have the appointment. Do you mean apartment, Tina? Blame it on the trolls. I think if she doesn't get the apartment or she doesn't move in, she will blame it on being swarmed. She will blame it on people not buying her the stuff. So she didn't have enough things to move in and she wasn't ready to move in. Something along those lines. Or, yes, the trolls making it so she didn't have enough readings to pay for it all. I don't understand why she didn't take her stimulus money because she didn't do a tax return because she's, but I don't understand why she didn't take her tax return money and her tarot, at least half of her tarot reading money or even a quarter of her tarot reading money and put it aside for an apartment. I saved all my tax money this year, all my stimulus money. I saved the shit out of it because I knew I wanted to buy a house. And, it does take a while for people to get good with their finances. I struggle with shopping addiction. I'll be the first one to tell y'all, right? So it is hard when you aren't good with your finances on top of being an addict. But she could have done it. Absolutely could have done it. Especially with the money that she's making. I agree with that also, Tarrah. I think she had a rough upbringing and maybe a hard one where she didn't see money often. So now that she sees money, she has to blow it. Jessica Curtis, you hit the nail on the coffin. And I totally relate to that. Like for me, I grew up, like I said, very bad upbringing, homeless all the time. Then in my young adult life, I left home really early, had a kid really young adult life, homeless a lot, never really had money, survived. Like I was literally in survival mode constantly and I had to retrain my brain not to be like that, right? So when I started making decent money in my profession, because I'm a chef, I was just blowing it on useless shit. And like I said, I also struggle because I'm an addict. I struggle with shopping addiction. And my whole thing was I never had nice things growing up. I never had nice things. Like we didn't celebrate Christmas very often because we didn't have presents. And my mom would always be so out of it. She wouldn't even fill out the vouchers for like Toys for Tots and stuff. So I never had anything. So I never got new clothes or anything like that. So the school would give us clothes for me and my brother and, what have you. So when I got clean and started making decent money, I blew all my money. I didn't know how to save money. I didn't know anything about balancing a checkbook or having a bank account because I was surviving for so many years. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know anything about credit or any of that stuff. Now I do because I educated myself, but some people genuinely don't know that. I know people in their 50s, like my mom and my stepdad, they still can't budget their money. I have made them so many budgets, they can't follow them. They have no idea how to do it. Just some people just don't learn that. I was a friend, talked every other day, got reading, told me my miscarriage was meant to be. Oh my God. But I wasn't meant to be a mom. I wouldn't be good. Forgetting I now have a 3-year-old, told me to stop trying when I wasn't trying. Oh my God, Jessica, that's freaking awful. I'm sorry you went through that. I can't believe she even said that though. How are you going to tell somebody? Wow, I'm so sorry. I would have been so mad if someone said that to me. Didn't say anything, flipped on Donna next day. Then I started to watch everyone's videos on her sleeping and messaged her here no matter what, got doxxed and bugged on. She posted a video of her at the Salvation Army and she said they wouldn't help her because she is getting a divorce. I doubt that with the Salvation Army stuff. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said this last night, I grew up going to the Salvation Army church before my mom lost custody of us. and they did highly encourage people not to get divorces, but they would still help you. And there are a lot of shady things with the Salvation Army, but the Salvation Army also does a lot of really good things. So I firmly, I don't know. I can't say she's lying or not because I don't have proof, and I don't want to say that she's full of crap because, again, I don't know. I think the entitlement comes from a sense of desperation as well. That could be K-Boss. I live in northern Maine. We are named Heidi up here. I live in northern Vermont. We're neighbors. I love yours as well. I haven't met many Heidis. Oh, I love the Heidis. Heidi's in the house. As of now, is she still married? I believe she is still married, if I remember correctly. I personally think, oh, I already read that. Oh, yeah. I personally think it stems from her childhood and competition with her sibling. Yeah, that could be, Marnie. Especially with, like, the dynamics, that her sister has said and everything. And, like I said last night, two people can have the same upbringing and have totally different experiences. And, like, what may be traumatic to one child or person really may not be the same to the next person, but it doesn't make their trauma or their experience any less or any worse than the next, you know? She just posted her Walmart haul from tonight. I don't encourage you guys watching her, but I know people are going to do what they're going to do. Yeah, that's absolutely horrible, right, Carrie? I can't believe she said that. Didn't she just get paid from YouTube at the end of this week? Sorry if you've already covered that. Yes, she did, Adam's mom. And no, you're fine. Anybody can ask questions that just comes in. I posted a video that I think needs to be shared. Okay, well, I appreciate you. Is that your TikTok handle, Ashley? I'll check it out when I get, can you tag me in it, Ashley? Because it's easier if I'm tagged in something for me to find stuff. I really honestly don't know TikTok that well. Like, I'm literally learning it as I go. I'm so new to TikTok. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Tommy Pickles. Yes, I figured Goodwills were open. I am a Karen. There's nothing wrong with Karens. I love Karens. Everyone else pays for her shopping trips. There is no excuse as to why she doesn't have anything left. I agree, Krista. She put up Walmart haul, no carpet cleaner, but she got PJs. Well, at least she'll be cozy and comfy tonight in her PJs. Her saying thrift stores and stuff like that, that is fully addiction. I've made some serious lies in addiction. Absolutely, we all have. Will spend money as soon as they get it. My 60-year-old brother has been an addict for 25 years now. Left a great job one time, and he got his 401k, thousands of money, and he was MIA for a few days and broke, all gone. Yeah, it's fast. It goes really fast when you're in active addiction, especially if you're on like a binge. Welcome. I fully believe her sister Ashley's not a good person on top of being a scam artist and an addict. I believe everybody has good in them, and like I said before, Pink Banana Juicify. I think that Ashley's sister is being very genuine in her story, and we're not going to talk about her story because that's her story, and I don't want to put that out there on this. I think that Ashley's sister was being very genuine with what she shared. I think that her experiences just may have been a little bit different. Like Ashley's experiences may have been different from her sister. And I do believe that a lot of things happened to Ashley and went down that her sister doesn't know or doesn't want to accept or what have you. But that's just my opinion. I have to take a pee break, guys, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves for a second. Pee break. Hey, did you guys know that you can flush a toilet by dumping water in it really, really fast? I never knew that until I didn't have water. I just got a hand sanitizer. This hand sanitizer is made by Lunam Love. Love her. She makes some really great ritual products. Sorry guys, pee break, pee break, pee break. Hand sanitizer. Oh my god, I need to dust again. We're also worried. That's why we were trying to figure out how to help. Still don't know. Yes, I agree. I was thinking about, I talked a little bit, I'm going to eat this banana. So if you're triggered by eating, I'm sorry, I'm going to eat this. You ever notice how organic fruit goes bad so quick? Well, it's probably because it doesn't have all that crap on it, sprayed on it. But I was saying last night, I really want to do something where people, all types of people, people that create content, people that are supporters of Ashley, people that just watch her. I really want to get a bunch of people together to make clips, film a clip. It can be a short clip just saying, Ashley, I'm here for you. Ashley, you're beautiful. Ashley, you're this. Ashley, you're that. And put it as like a huge thing in my first video of the series. Maybe if she sees that a bunch of us are here and we support her and we care. Exactly. It is hard to tell because of the drugs. We don't know what her real personality is like. Because I can tell you when I was in active addiction, there's a lot of things people have said about me that were not who I mean, it was who I was, but it wasn't who I was. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? By the way, thank you guys so much tonight for how many people are in here, for being respectful, nice, not causing any problems. I really appreciate that. You got all this junk at Walmart today and got mad when the bill was so high and no one offered to pay for the big items, but she got tons of energy drinks and candy. Well, yeah, she has food stamps, so it's covered. I know some states don't let you buy energy drinks with food stamps, but I think in her state she can. Oh my god, her haul is only junk food and monsters. She said she spent $200. Well, I mean, I think I'd rather her spend $200 on junk food and monsters than on something else, you know what I mean? I don't really care if all she wants to eat is junk food and drink monsters. I don't see why people care so much about what she eats for food and what she drinks, to be honest. I could care less what she eats or drinks. Why can't she eat drink energy drinks and eat junk food? I just don't get that. That's where oh, my banana fell on the floor. Damn it. I ain't eating it because there's fucking dog hair on it. I want to cry. It was so good. Yeah, I don't understand why people nitpick about that type of stuff when it comes to her, to be honest. In my opinion, she can eat and drink whatever the hell she wants. Because if I was sitting here right now and I was drinking an energy drink and sucking on a lollipop, y'all probably wouldn't care, right? But because everyone hates her, hi, Aunt, they find anything wrong with her that they possibly can find. I actually kind of have to give Ashley a little bit of credit because she is her true, authentic self. As far as, like, she doesn't care. She picks her ear and then looks at it and then puts it in her mouth. She doesn't care. She picks her nose and then rubs her eyes. I mean, she doesn't care if there's cameras on when she does all that. So, I mean, at least she's kind of her authentic self in that regard, I guess. Thank you, Carrie. I almost said curry. I'm so used to saying curry. She will not admit it until the people stop enabling or she gets deplatformed. That might be true. But we can say that if she gets deplatformed, she'll hit rock bottom. That doesn't necessarily mean that she'll hit rock bottom if she gets deplatformed. And I've said before that I don't think that she should be banned from ever making content again. I think that she should get help, get off social media, and then if she were to come back, I think it'd be great, to be honest. I think YouTube, TikTok, all that could be a really great positive outlet for her if she allowed it to be. I know how it's helped me as a person creating content, so being an addict myself, I think it would really, really, really help her. The hell is on my blanket? It wasn't about that she's eating, it's that she said she spent $200 on stuff people said they'd get, but then didn't, so she wasted the money. She lied. Oh, okay. Alyssa, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. But I have seen people before say that she's always eating junk food and like drinking energy drinks, and they make fun of her because of it, and I'm like, why does that even matter? So I'm sorry. I probably took that the wrong way. But I don't know. Do they allow you to buy in Baltimore energy drinks and stuff with food stamps? Because if so, then she probably just used her food stamps. Called everyone rejects and liars and the R word. Yep. That's her MO. She went absolutely nuts at Walmart when people weren't giving her money and offering products instead of cash. I think it's good that people are offering products instead of money. That means they're starting to wake up. She really needs help. She talks terrible to people. It's so sad, but it's so hard to feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her, and I know people say like I'm crazy for feeling sorry for her, but I do feel sorry for her. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna let her walk all over me, let her threaten me, not gonna stand up for myself, not gonna hold her accountable. I feel bad for her, but I'm still gonna say it the way it is. There's a way to go about it. You don't have to be cruel. Personally, I don't understand how she got like this. University of Maryland is literally just down the street from her. She has options. She doesn't need the drugs, just a good start. Yeah, beefy, but you can tell somebody and give people resources all day long, but if they don't want to do it for themselves, I have a gnat in here. Did I get it? Nope. You know, if the supporter is a friend and stop sending money. I agree. Where is Leroy? I can't find him. I'm gonna go back up. Okay, I found him. Thank you. I will. On it, Carrie. Thank you. I don't know what he said, but thank you for catching it. And he is gone. It was about that she's eating. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Let me go back down. Oh my God, Tarrah, what did you just put on your lips? So pretty, girl. It's the Laneige sleep mask. Every time I use this, people ask me what it is because they say that it makes my lips look so full. But it's just the sleep mask from Laneige. This is the full-size one, but you can get the mini ones too. I love it. I have super dry lips, even though I drink water constantly. Dry skin, dry lips, dry scalp. In Illinois, you can buy energy drinks with EBT. Yeah, some states you can, some states you can't. Like I know in Vermont, where I live, you can't buy energy drink. Well, I take that back. Some places let you, but some places don't. But Vermont has a thing called a sugar tax. So she was better off not doing haul videos than. No, I think that she spent $70 in energy drinks and cries about not having food later. Yeah. I feel like no matter what, she's gonna cry and complain though, because the more she cries and complains and bitches and moans, the more people just send her money. So at one point, hello, Weasley. I agree, Mrs. Crispy, she would. At one point during the second live, the screen went black and you could hear her sniffling twice. Yes, I know that, Aunt. I tweeted that out to you too, but I haven't heard anything yet. The PJs were a treat to treat herself, but at the same time, she was enraged no one was sending money for a cleaner. All her food is paid for by food stamps, but she wants people to think she has to spend money on it. Yeah, it's really weird because she'll try to make people think that she has to buy her food, like, with cash money, but allegedly she gets meals from the hotel, and on top of that, she gets food stamps. So in one breath, she makes it seem like she's spending cash money, but then in the next breath, she's at Walmart talking about what her balance is on her EBT card. So it's like, I just don't understand how some of her mods don't see through the BS, because like today with the sniffling audio and video, her mods were literally in the comment section because someone sent me the chat and they were like, "Oh, she's just looking for something or just checking for something." Like, no, she's snorting freaking stuff. And it's like, how, and like I said before, I know that some people are very naive when it comes to active addiction, but with all the comments she gets about it, the way Ashley talks about addiction, she's honest about herself being an addict and stuff, you would think that they would be like, "Oh, okay," and have a wake up call. But no, people just keep sending her money. I feel bad because she has so much potential and people who care, but she won't listen. I agree, Krista. My ex-best friend chose drugs over the help and options I put on the table. Some people just don't want the help. Absolutely, Victoria. Please don't do that again. Your past is your past. You're a much better person now. What you did in the past is not you now. Absolutely, Carrie. You have it in grapefruit? I haven't tried the grapefruit one. This is just the original one. And I like it. I bet it looks good on you. You just don't think it looks good on you. But I'm a lip balm addict. I love lip balm because my lips are so dry and I hate having dry lips. I hate the way it looks. I hate the way it feels. And I'm a picker. So I pick at my lips and then they bleed and it's a mess. So yeah. I was going to say something and then I forgot. Oh, about your past. Yeah, I know I say this all the time, but like getting over and forgiving yourself for the guilt that you have for the things that you do when you're in active addiction, I think is one of the hardest things about being in recovery. But once you do it, I'm telling you, it's so freeing, so freeing. And when you learn to love yourself and accept yourself and realize what your flaws are, be able to humble yourself, being able to listen to people and their constructive criticism, and being just all of that. And like realizing that you can't change what other people think about you. You can't. Nothing you do is going to make somebody change their opinion about you. And just be yourself. And if they decide to change their viewpoint, they'll change their viewpoint, but don't waste your energy on it because it's so draining. And you could be putting all that energy into something else. She showed her she showed her cart in checkout and it had so many big items in it, like the cleaner and some box things and a lot of stuff, but then she just gets food. I'm confused. That's why I'm wondering if it's the EBT stuff. I'm sorry you went through all that. Your mom goes to college, but you seem pretty freaking awesome to me. Does she still get all the member money or only a percentage? She gets, I think, 70% and YouTube gets 30%, something like that. Deb, with the membership money. But with everybody saying that they're requesting refunds, I don't know. I have to say it, but people won't see what's actually happening until she ODs on live. Possibly, Evie, and that's very sad. They would listen to all of us recovering addicts in the comments. We literally can spot it a mile away. She doesn't want PayPal anymore because they do refunds. Yeah, I can believe that. The one person sent her almost $100 today. Dang. I need the people that sent her money to come over here. I'll start crying. I'm just kidding. I'll donate it to somebody that actually needs it. I think she needs a dual treatment center for addiction and personality disorder. Possibly Stephanie. I think that a dual program would be very beneficial for her. And a long-term one. Not 30 days, not 60 days, not 90 days. I'm a firm believer that it takes years to relearn behaviors and like get out of those toxic behaviors, and a 30-day program, 60-day program, 90-day program, you need like 6 months to a year, in my opinion. Katie Leanne is the girl who got cat carriers from Barks Animal Shelter in Baltimore. Also, another lady sent her $70 for carriers plus 30 in gifts and paid her cash app, so it's not negative. Oh my gosh, that's insane to me. I'm sorry, Ann Doran, I have to remove your comment. You have to use abbreviations, honey. I'm sorry. But I will say, Annie Doran, I don't think that she's on any kind of upper. In my opinion, I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. The worst part today was that she needed carriers for a cat. Someone called the shelter and paid for carriers, and she threatened that girl like a dog and kept saying she couldn't believe anything people say. Oh my God, I used to pick as a child and then squeeze. It would get super gross. Yeah, I'm like that. Your mom goes to college. My daughter's the same freaking way. I never really bit my nails, but I would bite like the skin around my nails, and my daughter bites her nails really bad. But I'm a picker bad. That's why I have all these really bad, well, I had cystic acne too, but I would pick at my pimples. And with cystic acne, there's no head to pick at. So, like to pop, but I would still pick, especially when I was in active addiction. You're allowed to get a drink, Carrie. You can do whatever you need, girl. Forgiveness on my past and my actions when I was in active addiction is the hardest part. I agree. It really is, Tina. It really, really is. Forgiving yourself, getting rid of that guilt, it's a lot. Watching her comment section on YouTube is baffling, though. The amount of people who truly support her and don't see what's really going on is unbelievable. I think some of them are naive and some of them are kind of just going along to get along with her because they, again, want to be a support system for her. And then I do believe some people will just hype her up because they're watching the train wreck. I am addicted to her addiction. I have to get away from all of it. It's consuming me and making me stress and worry. Yeah, Crystal, if it's doing that to you, I highly recommend not watching her, doing some self-care, take time for you. I mean, I preach this all the time and I could really listen to my own preaching, but nobody is worth your mental health and your sobriety. Absolutely no one. So I really hope that you do that. And if you ever need someone to talk to, my DMs on Instagram are always open, my email, everything. It's always linked in my description boxes. So I am here. But I actually have had a few people say that to me, that they're like addicted to watching Ashley and what's going on with Ashley. Like all they do is just watch content on Ashley and watch Ashley all day, every single day. That's not healthy, you guys. Like it's not healthy. I say that as I'm doing it, but if you're just doing it just to do it and not trying to do it for research purposes or to spread awareness, that's not healthy. You need to take time for you and focus on you. Yes, EBT is food stamps. Sorry, I should just say food stamps. Yeah, she showed the carpet cleaner to prove it was there so someone would send the money. Then when she checked out, the screen went black and sound off and never showed the card again. Probably took it out. Probably, Aunt. That wouldn't surprise me. But that's kind of, it's not smart. Like, it's actually really deceitful and gross. But on her end, it's kind of smart that she would think, oh, I'll just say I have all this stuff in my cart and that my balance is whatever. And then I'll either freeze the live or put the thing in my purse or my pocket, the phone, and I'll just take the shit out of my cart and then I'll act like I paid for it. And then I have the money. So, yeah. Like I said, it's gross that she's doing that, but nice to meet you. Your mom goes to college. She's in here? Who's she? Krista. I don't care if Ashley's in here. I don't care if anybody's in here, to be honest with you. Annie, please do not, oh, okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about going to approach Ashley. I was going to say, please don't do that. I don't encourage that. Her live ended today with her snoring in the Uber. I'm not surprised. But I think that person that sent her that money for the cat carriers and stuff is requesting a refund. Well, that's good. You can look up spees and sliders on Google. Okay, I'm sorry, but Elisa, I have to delete that comment. I do not encourage people posting the name of Ashley, where she works, the shop, or recommending people to find the address or the phone number. I know Ashley constantly doxes this information about herself and where she works herself, but I don't want that in my chat. I'm sorry. I just cannot allow that. I already discussed that at the beginning of this chat. One of Ashley's supporters said she wished the world would get cancer. That's sad, but sadly people say that all the time. Did you see the way she creepily twisted her tongue ring and then tickled her face the other day? No, I don't pay attention to what she does like that. Like, I don't care if she's playing with her tongue ring or look she gets. I think it's really weird when people like obsess with certain faces she makes. I mean, I understand if you're worried and you're like watching to see if it's a nod thing or that kind of stuff, but I mean, we all make faces. I make some of the weirdest faces. I'm a super expressive person. I think her face is super expressive as well. That's why she's not very good at lying, not even just with her words, but her face, because her face gives it away as well. Just I'm the same way. I'm that same kind of person, same expressive face. But yeah, I don't understand why people are so obsessed with some things that she does. Like I said, it's the nitpicking. And if you're hate watching like that, it's super unhealthy. What are your thoughts on Matt? Are you talking about me, Jessica? I am all for Matt programs. I stopped using street stuff and started the methadone clinic. I was in a year-long program, found out I was pregnant with my son, started the methadone clinic. I was on the methadone clinic for a few years, had a few relapses in there, but you know, it's part of my story. And then I switched from the methadone clinic to Suboxone, was on Suboxone for 3 years consistently, no relapses. And then I recently, 2 months ago, I'm on my second month right now, switched to the Sublocade shot. And now I am working my program on the Sublocade shot. Hopefully, I have a 6-month program plan with my doctor. So hopefully in 4 more months, I will be completely off of my maintenance medication, but I'm all for maintenance medication. I do believe that maintenance medication is there to help curb withdrawal while you focus on the behaviors. Maintenance medication is not a quick fix. It is not a band-aid. It is not something that is going to be the be-all, end-all, right? You need to focus on the behaviors, and I know a lot of people deal with chronic pain issues and stuff like that. Trust me, I hear you. I'm with you on that. Look at my damn hands. I got arthritis. I mean, I got issues on issues, right? But you're gonna have pain no matter what. If you're terminal, I'm not talking about that. Terminal cancer, anything like that. I'm not talking about that. Surgeries, anything like that. I'm not talking about that. But you're gonna have pain no matter what. If you have chronic like issues like arthritis, fibro, I have scoliosis, those types of things. No matter what I do, I'm gonna have them, right? So pain medication isn't going to help me. It's just putting a band-aid on it. So the great thing to do is take maintenance medication, learn how to cope with pain management in a healthy way, learn how to focus those behaviors and learn new behavioral patterns and healthy coping skills, just coping mechanisms in general. And yeah, so how long has how long have I been on the Sublocade shot? I'm on my second month right now. The methadone clinic was good for me because it got me out of people, places, things. It got me into a routine of going to the clinic every day. I had to go to groups. I was already in a year-long treatment facility when I went on the maintenance medication, so I was already doing like a lot of in-depth therapy, constant groups every day. But I also had to do groups and stuff with the methadone clinic. So that was great for me with that, but I don't feel like methadone was right for me because it made my pain worse. I was really irritable. I for a while was over like making my dose higher because I still wanted to feel out of it, if you know what I mean. But and I didn't like that if I overslept or something, I missed my cutoff time, I couldn't dose that day, that kind of stuff. I didn't like that I couldn't travel because I had to go there every day, but it was good while I was on it to help get me out of certain patterns. And then Suboxone helped me learn how to take a medication without abusing it because I always abused my medications before that. So it was really great for me with that. It was really great with me letting me have more freedom, that type of stuff. Actually, Suboxone was really great for me. The only reason why I decided to go to the Sublocade shot is that I felt like the mental aspect of taking a medication every day, knowing, oh, it's 4 o'clock, I need to take my medication. Oh, it's 6 o'clock, I need to take my medication. I wanted to get out of that mental headspace, and I felt like with the shot, it's like out of sight, out of mind, so I'm not thinking about taking a medication, which would be the next process of not taking anything, if that makes sense. Hopefully, I'm making sense, but I highly encourage maintenance medication for people if that is their journey because everybody's recovery looks different and there's absolutely nothing wrong with maintenance medication. And I also want to say, just because I have a plan to get off of my maintenance medication eventually or off of maintenance medication completely does not mean that I feel like you need to get off your maintenance medication because some people that they need it and they may be on it for the rest of their lives. That's okay. For me, I just don't want that. But I don't judge anybody who thinks they need to be on the maintenance medication longer because some people take the maintenance medication because they do have chronic pain issues, but they find that they find that they are not abusing the maintenance medication, whether it be because they go to a clinic where they get dosed every day or what have you. So I just hi Nikki. We've been live for like I think an hour and a half now, so a little bit. So yeah, I'm all for maintenance medications. But not just maintenance medications. Like, I don't believe you should just be taking a maintenance medication. I think it needs to be coupled with therapy, intense therapy, like weekly at minimum, if you have those services, obviously, because some places don't have resources. But if you don't have access to therapy, you can always do meetings. Why are my dogs going crazy this late? I live in the middle of nowhere and no one ever comes to visit me. My dogs are freaking out. It's probably a bear. Um, but yeah, doing a lot of inner work on yourself. So yeah, I don't think that maintenance medication is the fixer of everything. It needs to be coupled with other things. How long have you been sober, if you don't mind me asking? So I don't mind you asking. I'm very open about my recovery and my past. So I went to rehab after losing my daughter to CPS she's gonna be 8, so 7 years ago, around 7 years ago. And when I went to rehab, I was like, I'm just gonna go to rehab because I'm being court ordered to get my daughter back. I had no plan to stay clean, right? So I ended up pregnant in rehab. So I ended up having to go on the methadone clinic because I was on tramadol. I talked about this before. So, anyways, I went on the methadone clinic, did my year-long program, got out. I relapsed after my son was born because he was born a micro preemie. They told me he wasn't going to survive. I did not know how to cope with that at all, even after being on methadone and a year-long program. And then anyway, so I ended up relapsing. I came forward, like took accountability right away because I realized I didn't want to do that. I relapsed a few more times. But then I went on Suboxone, and then I've had a little over 3.5 years. I think it's been 3.5 years. It's been at least 3 years of no relapses, like uh, consistent no drug use, if that makes sense. I mean, I'll smoke once in a while, but that's it. Yeah, so it's been like 3 years. I don't keep track of my sobriety date because I made a TikTok about this. I found myself obsessing about that sobriety date. And if I relapsed, I would just have all this guilt, like, oh my God, I can't believe you relapsed, Tarrah, because you had this many days or this many months or this many years even. So, I don't keep track of it. I understand why people keep track of their sobriety. I think it's really great for some people, but for me, it's just not, it's not good for me. But yeah, I went on a whole, a whole tirade there. But yeah, so it's been a long journey, but this is the longest I've ever been sober since I was like 9 years old. So I'm pretty proud of myself. The whole trick with long-term sobriety and recovery is to not get complacent, to never feel comfortable, if that makes sense. Like you want to constantly be working on yourself because we always are growing as people. And that's why I was kind of having a little bit of a meltdown about like my mother-in-law moving back in here because I can deal with a lot of people, I can deal with a lot of things, but when it comes to her, she's the one person that I have a hard time with because she will say some really nasty things like your kids should probably start calling me mom because it's only a matter of time before you relapse. Like that kind of mind effing, and I have a really hard time with it. Like I know I'll get through it, but it's hard, you know. I've made TikToks on some of the things that she has said, so. How is the shot? I'm terrified to switch to the shot. I'm afraid it won't work. So Justice, the shot for me, the first month that I was on it, the last week that I was on it, I started having minor withdrawals, not sleeping very great. My stomach hurt a little bit, but it wasn't anything crazy. And other than that, I love it. Absolutely love it. I don't have to nap anymore. Like I used to have to take naps a lot even when I wasn't flaring up from fibro or lupus, and now I don't have to take naps every day. Like I'm way more motivated. I have more energy. Like I love everything about it. I don't have highs and lows like I did with Suboxone and methadone. I love it so much. You have so much freedom. Yeah, I don't know about the rent stuff where Ashley lives because I feel like it depends on what area. If people abuse methadone or subs, can they use anything for maintenance med? Sublocade shot. I had to go 10 days from off of methadone to start Suboxone. And even after 10 days, when I took my Suboxone, I went into instant withdrawal because it hadn't been long enough because methadone builds up in your system. A lot of people, how I found out about the Sublocade shot actually was there was a girl on TikTok who made a TikTok and she was really upset and she was saying how she was abusing her Suboxone and she didn't know what to do because she obviously was abusing her medication, right? And she decided to go on the Sublocade shot so she wouldn't abuse her medication. And she has been documenting all of it. She's doing absolutely great. I wish I could remember her handle right now. I would shout her out. But she's how I found out about the Sublocade shot. She did say some misinformation about the Sublocade shot in her videos, But other than that, I'm like super glad she said something about it. But I highly recommend checking out the Sublocade shot if you know someone who is having a hard time not abusing their Suboxone. Hi, Kara. I might look into the shot. The methadone I was on 80 milligrams, but it made me have no energy, and my drug test never had methadone in it because of my thyroid issues and metabolizing too fast, and I hated it. Yeah, I had the same issue, Jessica. Even when I was down to 15 milligrams, I was so tired all the time. I looked it up for Baltimore. She's only supposed to pay 30% of her income for rent. At the highest, 40%. She only claims her job at the shop. I don't even know if she claims the job at the shop because she's paid under the table, Raven. So, I don't know. I'm very confused with the housing stuff because from what I've been told, all that stuff is done. Like closed off, I mean. I am weaning off subs too low and slow. Yeah, I was only down, I was taking between 2 and 3 milligrams a day, and I still was having a really hard time. So that's why I decided to do the Sublocade shot. I'm glad you're here, Reagan. Thank you for being here. Is it true that she gets paid under the table at the shop? Yes, Alyssa. As far as I know, it's true. But she doesn't do taxes, so I'm assuming it's true because she would have a W-2 if she was paid on the books. For me, been since August 21st, 2014. Matt never abused it. Had a dirty drug test. Nothing. It's helped me get back to normal. I was on pain pills bad. Any pain pills I would take. I'm so proud of you, Jessica. Congratulations. So I started emailing you back today and had it almost done, got distracted and went back to it and the whole draft was gone. I found what I was looking for though. I believe it's on her channel. Okay, Nikki, did you get my DM, Nikki? Because I sent you what you were looking for. I found it really quickly. It was like right in my folder on my phone. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was like right there. I thought I had to go through all the stuff I have. Yes, it's true. She gets paid. Yeah, okay. Plus methadone, I paid 112 a week. When I picked up my take homes, that was 5 years now on subs. It's free with my insurance, 2 years free meds. Yeah, the methadone clinic is so expensive. I mean, Suboxone without insurance is really expensive too. I know I had issues with my insurance a few times and it was like $300. I mean, everywhere is different, but I'm talking about where I live. I was getting mine every 2 weeks and I was getting 2 milligram strips, I think 2 or 4 milligram strips. I can't remember. It's only been 2 months and I can't even remember. So, but anyways, so I was only getting like 14 2 or 4 milligram strips every 2 weeks. And it was like $300 and something. It was absolutely outrageous. Congratulations, Kara. Your mom goes to college. Congrats. I love seeing how long people have been sober. Makes me so happy. Has anyone seen the video of the fire, police, and EMS showing? I was sent the live Forever Mikey's mom, but I haven't watched it yet. Honestly, when I got off my live last night, I had every intention of checking emails, DMs, and watching the live, but I was like, I just want to binge YouTube and pass the fuck out. And I ended up staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning watching some YouTube content that I had been wanting to watch, but I've been stuck with all this stuff, like looking at all this stuff and researching that I was like, I'm just going to take time for me, okay? Because I never take time for me anymore, it feels like. My pity party over here. But I do plan on watching it. I probably won't tonight. I'm probably going to watch some more YouTube tonight and do some editing. But I'll probably watch it tomorrow. I have the next 3 days off before I have to start my 6 to 7 days a week at work. So I have a lot I need to get done in the next 3 days. Yes, Nikki, congratulations to all of us. I am just curious, did you say tramadol? Yes, I did, Deb. I was on tramadol for chronic pain. They had me prescribed a 12 a day when I went to rehab. And my doctor told me that it was non-addicting, non-narcotic because it wasn't a scheduled drug at that time. And come to find out, it definitely was synthetic opiate. And I was lied to. And when I found out I was pregnant, I found out that tramadol is even worse for you when you're pregnant, like for the fetus, than literally street H. So they had me go on to methadone, the methadone clinic from tramadol. So I went from IV using to quitting cold turkey, going on tramadol, because I quit cold turkey on my own from IV drug use, went to tramadol, prescribed tramadol after I went through a detox, did it all myself because I wanted to get my daughter back. And it took them almost a year to be able to get me into a program because there's no services around here. And I had to go to a program that was like 3.5 hours away from me, 4 hours. But anyways, so got on tramadol thinking that was fine and I was doing the right thing, and come to find out I was lied to. But that's what these doctors do. That's what Big Pharma does. Yeah, it was a rough 10 days. I did it though. I did it. I couldn't believe I did it. I remember I was like Kyle, my boyfriend, he's amazing. And I was like, I'm going to have to go. Because what happened was I moved from the city I was living in back up here to rural America. And the closest methadone clinic was like 2 hours away. And I was like, one way. And I was like, I am not driving 4 hours minimum a day. I mean, in the summer, it's 4 hours. But in the winter time, no, I'm not doing it. So I tried to find a doctor who would prescribe me methadone because I never had a dirty urine the whole time I was at the clinic. Not even for marijuana because I didn't even smoke or anything. I had relapsed a few times, but I still peed clean because I would relapse and then not use. So I would still have a clean urine when I would have my random drug tests. So I tried to find a doctor who would prescribe me methadone. And then somebody brought up me going on Suboxone. And I was like, I don't know if I could do it. Da 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 da. Like I was so petrified of getting off the methadone clinic. And then they told me I had to go 10 days. And I was like, I told myself, I'm like, there's no way. I had no faith in myself at all. But I talked to Kyle about it and he's like, you can do it. He's like, even if you got to lock yourself in a room, he's like, keep yourself busy. And that's what I did. I just kept myself busy. I wrote a lot. I filmed a ton of YouTube content. Like there's videos on my channel where I was in full-blown withdrawal, but I kept myself busy doing positive, healthy things and not obsessing about it. But then, like I said, once I even took my first dose of Suboxone, I went into full-blown rapid withdrawal, and it was awful. I was, like, pacing my house upstairs, and I, like, couldn't breathe. I had the worst anxiety. It was so bad. I was puking. It was so awful. Like, I almost wish that I had just stuck it out, but at the same time, I feel like I wasn't ready. Is Ash still trying to brush off her nods? Because today she was, like, nodding and said she was pretending to sleep and regrouping in her head. Yeah, she probably is, Moni. Coming off methadone is so hard. I was sick for a month. I bet. I bet you were, honey. I think I know who you're talking about. I don't think she has a leg to stand on, calling them like it's their business. So if they don't want to have that going on, they don't have to. She left the store saying she didn't record employee, and the employee yelled at her, but he did not. He was very calm and quiet about it. Yeah, the stuff that I saw, Carrie, the employee wasn't rude, like wasn't mean or at all, but you know how she is. That's the other thing too, you guys. If you are somebody watching this or watching the replay, if Ashley ever doxes your information in a YouTube video or threatens to dox your information, or no, actually, I think she has to physically dox the information. You can privacy claim that video. Privacy claim it because that's your personal information. You didn't give her permission to share that information. So you have every right to privacy claim her video, privacy strike her video. I feel like a lot of people don't know about privacy striking or claiming or whatever. Just an FYI, Tarrah said earlier she didn't want people to say she has... Oh, where is someone saying something about a disorder? Yeah, I don't... Okay, I see it now. Yes, I don't want, I'm removing your comment, Stephanie. I don't want people speculating any mental health disorders that Ashley could have, or diagnosing Ashley with any diagnoses. We are not doctors here. Um, Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. So yeah, I don't want that. And another thing too with disorders, two people can have the same disorder and have different symptoms and different traits of those uh disabilities or mental health conditions. I don't like when people say, "Well, there's no way you're depressed because you seem happy," or "There's no way you have." Do you know how many people tell me there's no way that I'm bipolar because I don't act bipolar, or I don't act like someone who's bipolar? Or somebody's not ADHD because they don't act ADHD, or like, we don't like, just don't. Or somebody doesn't act BPD or anything like that. Please don't do that. Her Walmart haul was nothing but monsters and junk food. Didn't buy anything for the apartment. That doesn't surprise me. Congratulations, Ashley Gillard. I am just curious about tramadol because my dad was subscribed, or I think you mean prescribed to that through the VA, and he drank heavily and had multiple issues, and it would explain a lot. He had passed away, but I am always worried with medications. Yeah, Deb, actually, there's a lot of people I know that have had seizures because of tramadol and have had a lot of issues. Like, if you read up on that medication, there's a lot of bad side effects to it. No, she did record The Swarm, but she took it down. Tramadol makes me so sick. It makes my mom sick too, Nikki. Nope, she had put everything back and only got the food from what I saw. She said they showed up and said she threatened people in front of a cop, but I doubt any of that happened. Oh, I read that. We shouldn't be using full names of withdrawal medications. Yeah, if you can help it, guys, don't use the full names of the medications. Tramadol, I feel, is fine because, like, I'm not worried about that, but the other ones, you kind of have to not use the full names of it. The main one that I'm worried about is the H1 and subs, stuff like that. It seems like more and more people are seeing her for her true colors and have decided to not enable her anymore. She's getting less and less each live. It's amazing. Yeah, the thing is that she's having people less and less readings, but she's having more people sending large amounts of money all at once, and she's also having people watching. She's gone up in subscribers. She has more people watching her lives from the numbers that I'm seeing, from the screenshots that I'm sent, and the lives that I've been sent when people are screen recording things and sending them to me. So she's still making an income. She may not be getting the readings, but she's doesn't even need to do readings now because she's getting income from YouTube and people sending her money through super chats and just donating money to her PayPal or Cash App. Now, the only difference between the readings income and the YouTube income is that YouTube, she only gets paid once a month, whereas the Cash App, it goes through instantly. So, Tarrah, there's a comment always up. The screen name, well, Penny, you might want to delete. Don't want your channel to get flagged. Okay, I'll look. Curry might have already gotten it. I'm not seeing it. How far up do I need to go? Wow, it must be really far up there because I'm not even seeing something that Curry. Oh, maybe she got it. I think Curry got it. I could be wrong though. They're saying I don't see them. I think Curry got them, Deb, but thank you for letting me know. Let me go back down more. I was on tramadol for a sprained shoulder and it took me out, and I was doing rec pains at a time and it still put me to sleep all day. Yeah, a lot of people have bad side effects to that, to tramadol. Unfortunately, I can't do anything anymore for my dad with tramadol, but thank you and anyone else so much. I am learning so much, and I hate to say this, but the awareness you and everyone is offering, I really appreciate it. Of course, Deb. That's all I want to do is bring awareness and like stop the stigmatization towards addicts in general, because literally anybody can be an addict and become an addict. I was in rehab with nurses, with doctors, with teachers. I mean, anybody can be an addict. My account, she blocked the screen while she was, yep, I know. I passed out in Walmart because of tramadol. I believe it. My daughter is on it, not prescribed. Oh, I'm sorry, Tina. Yeah, there was a girl in my rehab that was there for tramadol. It's pretty far up. Okay. I'm like scrolling pretty far up. And then I'll just work my way down. Okay, I've scrolled back up as far as YouTube will let me, so. I think Carrie, I keep calling her Curry because I'm so used to calling her Curry, has got it. I think she got it. Because the only comment I'm seeing from that person, Deb, it was deleted by Carrie. Oh my God, I'm sorry. So I'm pretty sure she got, oh wait, hold on. Nope, yep, she got it. I love seeing your sobriety dates. You guys are amazing. Truly believe I will be on subs for the rest of my life. I'm actually okay with that. It helps hold me accountable and keeps me on track. I know I now have a life. That's awesome, Tina. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. And that's okay. Like I said, if you're someone who feels like you need the maintenance medication, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, since she's not showing a single thing she's got for the apartment, I really don't believe the apartment is real. Yeah, I don't know, Alyssa. Like, I want to believe it is, but like at the same time, with how much she lies, I don't think it is. And the fact that she hasn't bragged or shown anything from the apartment yet is really bizarre, because that's not her MO usually. And I watched somebody who put all the clips together of her saying she had an apartment over the last year, and there's a lot of those. So wouldn't it be the first time she said she had it and didn't have one? Did tramadol help with withdrawals? Probably. I had already fully detoxed before I was prescribed tramadol. Unfortunately, oh, I read that. It's got to be far up because I can't see it. Yeah, Carrie, I can't see it either. I've looked multiple times, and I went up as far as YouTube would let me go back to my comments, and I couldn't find it. I didn't even think about that. She's going to go downhill even faster that way. Oh, I thought we had a win and a step in the right direction. I know, it sucks. It's like either way, we lose when it comes to that, right? Because no matter what, she has an income source coming in, and people are saying, oh, don't enable her by sending her money. Don't enable her by paying for readings. But if you're sitting there watching her entire 3-hour live and it's monetized, technically you're enabling, right? Actually, if anything, to be honest, all of these people, because I understand some people are there. Hi, Amy. I'm doing all right. Thank you. How are you? Some of these people I understand are trying to get clips to spread awareness, but I can think of so many people that have been in my comment sections, especially on TikTok, that watch Ashley, watch every single live. They don't like her. Um, and they're constantly complaining about how her mods enable her and send her money. But if you think about it, someone paying for a $5 reading is less money than the amount of people watching her monetize content and the money that she's making off that. I can almost guarantee you. So again, it's that double-edged sword because either way you lose. That's why I highly encourage people not to watch her content because she's still getting that check. And in my opinion, her getting a large sum of money all at once is way more scarier than her getting $100 a day or $20 a day or $50 a day. Her getting $1,000 in one lump sum at a time seems way scarier to me because I've noticed from her behavior when she gets large sums of money, she goes balls to the wall. She binges. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm trying to say? Her behavior gets worse. She passes out more. So that's just my opinions on it. What timestamp are we looking? Have a good night, Tina. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It's still there. I see it. 10:46. Okay, hold on. I went back to like 10:30 and I didn't see it. 10:46. Oh, I see it. Thank you. I found it. Thank you. You're amazing. Thank you, Deb. Good catch. Thank you for giving us the timestamp too. I hate how some people's emojis are that yellow. Their avatar and everything's that yellow and orange colors. You would think would be the colors that would catch my attention more, but they're not. I always skim by those. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you all you guys that helped find that message. I appreciate you. You guys are amazing. It's hard because there's so many comments too, especially when you're like trying to read fast because you want to find it. But you guys are amazing. She's a horrible person who needs help, and the people that send her money are just as toxic as her. Do you watch her content, Stephanie? Do you watch her content? That's my question. Because in a way, you're supporting and enabling her as well. I feel like we shouldn't call people horrible people. Are her actions horrible? Abso-freaking-lutely. She did have a TikTok up showing the kitchen and the bath and the bedroom. Oh, well, that's good then. Maybe it is real. Or maybe she could have toured an apartment. So I don't know. Her mods say they've seen it, but it's probably just pics she's gotten. I'm sure they didn't see it in person, but I don't know. I haven't seen anybody, or I haven't heard from anybody I talked to that she had showed them anything, but I could be wrong. Thank you, 1811 Barbie. It's bad what they said in the time. Okay, we found the timestamp. Thank you guys. Y'all amazing. It's like a train wreck. You can't stop watching, but I was thinking that tonight she's making money off the views. Absolutely. And I honestly hate, Barbara, when people call it a train wreck. That's super unhealthy. Her mods such as positivity and Mama said they did see it and the carpets are filthy. Oh, well. How do you feel about Nods and that crew? I think I like Nods. I've never talked to Nods, but I like Nods. I have no issues with Nods at all. I've gotten some really good when I first started researching Ashley after my first video, the few videos that I did see on TikTok, I should say, when I went to TikTok, I didn't do enough research on TikTok when I did my first video on Ashley, but the few videos that I did see on TikTok were from Nods, and I thought that what she was doing was really great by spreading the awareness. I didn't realize the Ashy Cat community was as big as it was when I started all this, and my mistake was not doing more research on TikTok because I didn't really I still don't really understand TikTok that well. But yeah, I have no issue with Nods. I think what she's doing is really great. I think that she genuinely wants to help Ashley and wants Ashley to get help. And I think that that's amazing because there's a lot of people out there that don't feel that way. But I've never talked to her or anything like that. But I don't have any issues. I don't have any issues with anybody, to be honest with you. Everybody's been super nice to me. Hey, babe.
Except for your warden.
Your lips look so weird from the burns. Yeah.
See my burns.
Yeah, your hands are worse. Hold on, guys. Your hands are worse than your face. I thought your face would be worse.
No, it's because I didn't treat these as well as I did my face. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still sensitive.
Are you going to bed?
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
You got work in the morning, right?
Yeah.
So I got the kiddos.
Your food's still on the stove?
Yeah, I'll eat my burger when I'm done.
Okay. All right.
I'm just going to have mustard on it.
Mustard.
Just mustard.
Ew, mustard.
Mustard. Did you let the dogs out?
Yeah.
All right, I love you. Have a kiss.
You know, Vincent, you'll probably want.
Yeah, I'll let him out when I'm done. I'm gonna be getting off soon, so. Why are you scared to come in the live, babe?
What are you talking about?
I love you.
Love you.
Oh, you got the bag balm on.
Yeah, well, my lips are all dried out and they're cracking.
Yeah, from the burns. Yeah. It looks like you have like cold sores all over your lips, but it's not that.
I know. It should have been all down here because it's right here too.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you gonna talk to the plumber tomorrow?
Yeah, I can, but I don't think he's gonna do anything.
Well, can you?
There's nothing really we can do. We have to have somebody come and dig a well.
You don't think the rain will help with it?
for a little bit, but
I'm not paying for that well.
But nothing we can do about it. So.
I know. All right, I love you.
Let's go back to the way we were.
All right, I love you.
Love you.
I ain't paying for a well.
I'm not paying for
Hey, you forgot to close my door, dude.
Pain in the butt.
I love you. Most places do clean carpets, but there's some lords out there. Yeah, I think it depends, Alyssa, on the area. Like, you would think most landlords would want to clean up the place for a new tenant, but I've definitely seen some places that are not that great. But for $1,000 a month, you would think they would clean the carpets. I get fiddling with my IV and it taking my eyes off the chat. Sorry. No, you're fine, Carrie. I hope you're feeling well. Yes, they do. It would be new carpet. It's a lot in Maryland. That's what I would think, Annie. Addiction turns people into worse versions of themselves. Absolutely, Nikki. Hi, Tarrah. You don't know me by this name, but we have sent a few messages on IG the last few days. Okay, Yelkin. Have I responded to them? Because I know I'm behind. I have so many message requests right now. Not just like inbox, like normal inbox DMs. I have requests out the wazoo right now. I try my best to read as much as I can before work, and I try as best as I can to read stuff on my smoke breaks at work, but I am definitely backed up right now. Because I try to put the victims of Ashley as a priority as far as like reading emails and DMs, because in my opinion, their stuff comes first over any clips I'm being sent or anything like that, because they're the ones that are willing to take the time to share their story with me. They're the ones that are trusting me to share their story. They're trusting me with their personal information, stuff like that. So they are always top priority when it comes to how I filter out what I read first. And then I have a tons of people that reach out to me constantly that are struggling with their addiction or they want to get sober. So those top priority to me. So it's not that I'm like trying to ignore anybody. It's just that I'm a super busy person. And if it's going to come between somebody possibly reaching out to get help with their addiction or somebody who's been victimized, I'm going to end up prioritizing that over anything, really. Nikki, you never answered me, or if you did, I didn't see it. Did you get my DM about the thing that you asked me for? I think it was you that asked me. I could be wrong. Since she's getting assistance, I think someone has to go inspect the place. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Deb. I know in most places it's like that. If you get any kind of housing, they have to inspect it. I don't watch her TikTok, Jessica, so that could probably be my fault. When she showed the apartment, that is what she said she would need to clean the carpets, and it had a fireplace, and she loved it. Well, that's good. I bet she can be an amazing person if she got clean. I agree, Ambi. Funny, but if she worked on getting sober, a lot of people would help her. Absolutely, Deb, I agree. My sister used to stay in a shelter in Maryland, and I'm 100% sure she had to have clean urinalysis weekly to stay. That was 10 or more years ago, though. Yeah, some housing programs do make you, even some assistance like EBT, some states with EBT and all that stuff, they make you have a sober drug screen, which honestly, y'all may not agree with me on this, but I don't agree with that. I don't think that somebody should have to have a negative drug screen to receive like food stamps and stuff, because addicts need to eat too. And yes, I know you can say, well, some people sell their food stamps for money and all that other jazz. Well, yeah, that is something that happens, but also there's a lot of addicts out there that have children. So and if you get caught selling your food stamps, it's a federal crime and you will lose being able to ever get that assistance again. So it was a back to a fireplace that was in her closet. The neighbor has the fireplace. Oh, okay, Carrie. So it's like the back of it and then there's a closet. Okay, I see what you're saying. Sari, yeah, right? She's going to demand that she has access to the fireplace. I could see that though, to be honest with you. Like, I need to film a TikTok. Can I please have access to this fireplace? Yeah, for $1,000 a month. I mean, in some cities, that's actually really cheap. $1,000 a month. Like in the city we used to live in, we paid, I think it was $1,600 a month for a 2-bedroom, nothing included, and it was an apartment. So in some cities, that's actually $1,000 is really cheap, but all the stuff I've seen about apartments in her area, that's kind of expensive. I don't agree with a drug test for EBT either. Yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I know a lot of people feel like everybody should be drug tested for that, and I'm like, dude, in some states, it's illegal to smoke marijuana. So you're telling me if someone has marijuana in their system, they shouldn't get EBT? Like, or if someone has a family, like say someone is an addict, but they also have kids they're trying to support, like it's like, I don't know if it includes the utilities, Deb. Yeah, I'm sure she was vile today. I saw that she was vile today, Dorothy. It's kind of her MO. Like, I'm not even surprised anymore when people tag me and are like, she was so vile today. I'm like, yeah, that's just her MO. Yeah, I agree. If it includes utilities, that does make more sense. No, she has not moved in yet. I said I hadn't been on IG, but I will check it either after the live or tomorrow. Thank you so much. Okay, Nikki. Sorry, I don't think I saw you respond when I asked the first time. And if you did, I forgot. And some kids can't get food, then if their parents can't pass a drug test. Exactly. Exactly. I actually like how our school works, that my kids go to. We live in such a poverty-stricken area, like that every kid there gets free lunch and free breakfast. You still have to fill out the forms just so they can like document that you filled out the form or whatever. And it's kind of like a survey for the area and like the poverty level. But um I think that's really great that they do that. Like really, really great. And I think it also is great, not just because every kid is going to be fed no matter what, because I was a kid who went hungry in school. I also think it's great because it lessens the stigma of kids getting free hot lunch, right? Because every kid gets free hot lunch and breakfast. So I actually really love that my children's school does that. And honestly, the money that we would have to spend paying, because we wouldn't qualify for our kids to get it if the school didn't offer it to every kid. We would have to pay for them. So I just donate it to the school. I thought with housing they had to have an inspection. Like even OED, you can't have urine for EBT in some places. Yeah. She says they drug tested her. Here in Kentucky, they are trying to do that. No, not for sure. We don't get food stamps or any benefits at all. But if I did need them, I'm not pissing in a cup for them. Yeah, I don't agree with them doing that at all. Somebody had commented on one of my TikToks saying that Ashley did do a drug test and that she passed the drug test, but I have no idea how this person got this information, where they got this information. I went onto their profile and it was private and they had no content. And it was like an older lady as the profile picture on like the beach or something. So I don't know. She's waiting on inspections. That could be because usually stuff with housing takes forever. But the thing, like I said earlier, is that according to a lot of the people that I've talked to that are familiar with Baltimore, Maryland, they're saying that all the vouchers, all that stuff is closed right now, or the thing is shut off, like cut off or whatever. So that's why some people are saying there's no way that she's telling the truth when it comes to that. But then I also wonder if maybe she's just paying for it without housing, like she's paying for it on her own. That's crazy to me because I pay $1,000 for my 3-bedroom house. Do you own your house, Dorothy? Is that your mortgage? It's way cheaper to have a mortgage than to pay rent. Way cheaper, in my opinion. You could have a bomb ass house with a mortgage on it that is the same price as what people pay for rent, like what I've paid for rent, etc. It's crazy how much rent is. Like where I live now, it's so rural that like property is cheap, places to rent are pretty cheap unless you live in like a bigger town area where there's more going on. But yeah, it really just depends on your area because you can go like 2 hours south of me and like I said, it's expensive to live. My kid's school is doing the same thing right now due to COVID. That's awesome, Dorothy. My school, well, I say my school, but my kid's school, they do it no matter what. They do test for EBT in some states. Yeah, they do. She lives in a homeless COVID hotel. She gets 3 meals a day, snacks, plus travel money to and from work. They don't test for drugs. Yeah, I didn't think that they tested at the hotel. We get free lunch and breakfast, plus they bring home a bag of food for supper. Yeah, we have that too. They do this bag thing that they send home for the students. It's once a week, not every night. which I think is really cool. But we actually had to call the school and tell them, please just don't send it home anymore. Donate it to a family who could use it, because it just got to be too much. Because like we go grocery shopping, and then they have like a monthly, it's like a food pantry, but it's kind of not. But they literally give out food to everybody, and they get so much food from like local farms and just things like that, that they're giving away food. And we always go to them because one, it's free and you get really good produce, you get really good meat, fresh meat, and things like that. So we're like out of our ears with food. And like I help my mom a lot, like I make food boxes for her and stuff. But it just got to be really overwhelming, and my kids would eat the food bags on the bus on the way back from school, and then they would get in trouble for it. So I'm like, good night, Deb. Okay, TT. TT, you always come on as I'm about to get off. I mean, she's basically admitting now, so no need to drug test. Yeah, she pretty much is admitting now, Steffi. Yeah, I'm at the end of the live, Brianna. Oh, wow, that's your rent? Dorothy, you could literally own a house and have a mortgage for that price. Like a bomb house. I have a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, and a huge, nice, clean basement, and I pay $750 a month. Yeah, that's not bad. Hey, 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 TT. TT, did you get my DM about needing to talk to you tomorrow? Like, I gotta talk to you. I wanted to be able to have enough time to like, oh, I think she said she left, right? Did she come back already, or did she already say, I stayed on until you seen me, I'm not busy? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just want to talk to you about some stuff. I got an email, and I just want to talk to you, and like, I'll talk to you about it. We pay $1,000 for a 3-bedroom for 2 years. 2 years ago, we bought a mobile home and a park for $7,500. Needed a little work fix up. Now it's ours. We own it and only pay lot rent $310 plus utilities. That's awesome, Jessica. Congratulations. Yeah, it's usually cheaper just to buy a house. That's why I tell people, like, if you get a decent tax return back because you have kids and you fall under that tax bracket, or stimulus money if you were able and blessed enough to be able to not have to put that towards bills because you were out of work or what have you, I would have saved all that and bought a house. I feel like a lot of people did do that because that's why the housing market is as crazy as it is right now. TT, I would not just see you and want to get off live. I literally, everybody was asking about you at the beginning of this live. I was asking about you. I'm like, I don't know if she'll be here. Yes, HUD will inspect beforehand if you go through them for rental assistance. Yeah, that's what I thought. Where is Carrie? I'll have to... Oh, good point about the food stamps and urine screens. I'm going to take a pee break, you guys. I'm probably going to be on for like another 20 minutes, maybe. What time is it? 11:40. Kyle made me dinner, and I still haven't ate it because I was like, I gotta go live. It's just burgers. He made homemade burgers, like with good stuff in there. And I'm just like, I'm probably just gonna like throw mustard on it and eat it. And I dropped my damn banana. Oh, don't be sorry, TT. I know how it is. I'm sure you got a lot going on because I don't know what I do. Pee break, pee break. Oh, come here. Come here. This candle smells so good. It's by that same candle company that I showed you guys the other night, the Love Ground candle company. But this one is coconut milk and mandarin. Oh my God. And they're soy candles, so they're hand poured natural soy candles. So they're safe for your animals. And the woman that runs that business and makes the candles, she's a beautiful woman of color. So if you're in the market for some soy candles, you should check out Love Ground Candles. Just saying, you know, you got to support small business. Stimmy. Yeah, Kyle didn't even get his stimuluses. Like, none of them. Oh, I think he got the first one, but that was it. We don't get taxes or stimmy. We pay taxes, and because my husband owns a roofing business, no stimmy because we file within. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, Jessica. Oh my gosh, it's the housing market right now is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, it's so crazy to me that everyone's trying to buy everything because they're claiming that there's no money, there's no jobs, but yet every single place I know is hiring and looking for work but can't find work. Everybody's buying up all the property. So it's like the opposite of what everyone's saying. Like all the politics and everyone's saying. It's really weird. Like pretty much every business I know right now is understaffed because they can't find help because nobody's applying, and they all the houses, as soon as they hit the market, I'll get the notification from the realtor and then they're already under contract. I'm like, it was only listed for 4 hours. It's crazy. Like, I kind of wish we had bought a house last spring, but the big C was just so new and like we didn't know. Everything was getting shut down. We bought our mobile home from my uncle, so we were able to pay him in payments, thank God. Oh, that's really cool, Jessica. Mortgage, 1,000, 4-bedroom. Yeah, that's not bad, 1,000. I took a break from it all for the last 24 hours and had an amazing one of a time with hubby. After 15 years, he still finds ways to surprise me and amaze me. Oh, I love that, Nikki. It's great when you find a good one. A good partner in life. It's really good. I'm trying to find a place, but unfortunately, I don't have the money right now, huh? Yeah, it's hard. I do know how that feels. It took me a long time to be where I'm at now. Well, actually, I am approved for the 3rd, just waiting. They said now people within can get for the kids, so we'll see. Oh, I hope it works out for you, Jessica. No stimulus in Canada, just unemployment. Yeah, Canada, I think, did amazing when it came, from what I've heard and read anyways. They did amazing during everything that happened with the big C. The US, oh my gosh, they did not do the greatest, in my opinion. We live in town that gets really bad winter weather, and if people get stranded when they close the highway, we have the rooms to let them stay somewhere safe. Oh, I love that, Carrie. Yeah, I wish I could go to Canada, but I can't. Well, last I tried, I couldn't because of my record. But I live so close to Canada, and like, I really wish I could go. Like, really bad. It's always been a place I was like, oh, I'd love to visit there. And then now I live so close to there, and I'm like, I can't even go. Well, like I said, the last time I tried, I couldn't go. But I probably couldn't because of my record. I feel like today's live was so much nicer than yesterday's with the arguing on Tarrah's live. Yeah, your mom goes to college. It got intense at one point in the live last night. I was a little worried that was going to happen again tonight. I said to my coworker today, he actually streams on Twitch. So it's kind of cool because we can talk about social media stuff together. But he's younger though. He's like 18 or 19. But I was telling him last night, I was like, Yeah, last night I had a lot of people in my live, and then, like, shit hit the fan for a second, and I was like, "I hope tonight's live there's not as many people in there because shit hit the fan really quick, and I don't want it to happen again." And, he was like, "It'll be alright," you know, and he's like, "That just happens sometimes," and I'm like, "I know, but I only have um, one moderator, my poor moderator." I love candles too. They have a shop online. Yep, they're called, so if you go onto Instagram, they're called Love Ground. I think it's Love Ground Co., if I remember correctly. But if you Google Love Ground Candle Co., I'm sure you can find them. This is what they're, I'm 31. That's what their brand is. Or if you send me I'm candle obsessed too. I have so many candles. I should do like a candle collection video. Like I have decorative candles that I don't burn. I have some really cool candles that you guys would be like, "What? That's so cool." Like candles made out of like desserts and shit. I probably should burn them because they're literally just sitting there, but um I don't. But I should do a candle collection video or something. But yeah, I did, and I felt bad yesterday with certain stuff that happened in the live because I felt like I shouldn't have read a comment that I had read. I addressed this at the beginning of my live today, but I did feel bad. Yes, absolutely. Kids are always first. I pay $1,700 a month on our mortgage, but I do live in Montgomery County. It's a very expensive place to live in Maryland. Yeah, it just depends on where you live. Your mom goes to college. I missed yesterday's live. It's always so chill in here in her lives. That's very surprising to hear. Yeah, Nikki, it wasn't, there was just some stuff there was something that was said that was brought up, and some people took it a certain way. And then other people were talking about somebody's personal business. I didn't know this person didn't want that out on the internet because I had been told that they had put it out on the internet, and then I had been told that they took that information down, that they didn't take the information down. So it was like I think a miscommunication, understanding kind of a thing, but some people got really upset about it. And there was a few other times that people got really upset about some stuff, but I mean, people are entitled to get upset about things, but I think some of it was blown out of proportion, in my opinion. I haven't seen a haul video, TT. I honestly have not looked at much yet. I looked at the snorting video, a little bit of Petco. I got some stuff where she talked about me again, I guess, because they showed me the chat and then what Ashley said. I saw the Walmart incident, a little bit of the Walmart incidences, and her screaming at people for not buying stuff for her. I watched like 6 clips before I did this live. I live on an island with one way in and one way out. The bridge is closed. We are not a stay-at-home order, but a lot of the other providences are. Oh, that makes sense, Carrie. Oh, yeah, I'm sure, Ashley. It does suck not having your own home. It was just drama, but yes, I need this mellow time with Tarrah and good people to zoo. I didn't feel that vibe last night. Yeah, I totally understand your mom goes to college. I felt the same way. Do you store your bananas near your apples? No, actually I don't. Should I? I keep my apples in my fridge just because we buy a lot of apples at once because my daughter loves apples. And then my bananas I don't put in my fridge, but I buy organic bananas, so they go bad really fast. I was born and raised in Moco. It's so expensive there. It was all food and comments filtered so she doesn't get called out. Oh, of course it was. I think I answered this already, but I'm 31. Do they have an online store? Yes, they do. It's Love Ground Candle Co. Hopefully that was just a one-off. Love the vibe in here. Yeah, like I said, Dinky, I think it was just kind of a misunderstanding, miscommunication. And plus, people can get really upset when you talk about their favorite people. So I can understand that. I will be a mod if you want. Yeah, you can be a mod if you want, Nikki. Yay, now I have 2 mods. I did have Vicky as a mod, but I haven't talked to her recently. So I don't know. I mean, Carrie's amazing. Carrie catches so much crap. So much crap. Stuff that I don't catch. Me too. I always buy Bath and Body Works candles when they have a sale. Yeah, the Love Ground candles aren't Woodwick, but if you want a really good Woodwick candle company, yep, that's it, Tarrah. What is their name? Candles by Victoria makes really great Woodwick candles, and then Anchor West, I believe is what they're called. I just made a huge order to them. Their stuff should be here tomorrow, so I'll probably go live tomorrow and we can see how their candles are. Basic Witch, my email is Tarrah, Tarrahk, Taylor, Taylor @gmail.com. It's just my name. That's my business email. If you store your bananas next to your apples, they will rot faster. Oh yeah, I don't do that, but I do know a lot of people that do. Oh, see, there's people in here right now saying that they do that. I know a lot of people that do that. You just at them. It should, if you at them. So like if you had done at Nikki without the space and did Grimes, it should tag them. Snorting video, don't ever take a 24-hour break. You'll become days behind. Oh, tell me about it, Nikki. Tell me about it. I'm like trying to write my scripts for the series, and every time I think I'm caught up and nothing else is gonna happen, there's more stuff popping off, man. It's like trying to play catch up, but also trying to stay in present day at the same time. And like I said before, most of the time when I'm researching and doing videos, there's an end point where shit stops popping off, right? This is never ending. So it's so hard. Yep, she did do that on live tonight. I think she just doesn't care anymore because no matter what, TT, people are going to keep sending her money. People are going to keep buying her things. So she doesn't care. And a lot of the people will just go along to get along with the stuff that she says. So oh, that's cool that your landlords are so great, Christina. It's good to have nice landlords. Mods are here so that you can enjoy chatting with your friends and not have to worry about nasty comments. Well, I appreciate that, Carrie. You're really amazing, Carrie. In general, not just as a mod, but in general. That's not how it is on my screen. I'm confused. Your mom goes to college. We need to get a house. It would be so much cheaper with a mortgage payment. Absolutely, Christina. Are woodwick candles better than regular candles? Do they burn longer? I actually think they burn about the same, in my opinion. Woodwick candles just sound cool. Like, hold on. I can grab a woodwick candle and show you what I mean. All right, Tarrah, where did you put your woodwick? Oh, they're over here. I thought I had one out. Guess not. Where? Yeah, I did have one out. Where the hell did I put it? All right, where did I put? Well, I'll use this one for candle. Where's the other one though? That's weird. Oh yeah, it's downstairs. That's right. So this is a candle by Candles by Victoria, and this is in the scent Bonfire Bliss. I also have one that's called like Vermont Breakfast. That's downstairs, which is a woodwick candle. So you see it's the woodwick. And you guys can probably hear what I'm talking about. Do you hear like the crackling? Whereas it's supposed to be like a bonfire kind of a thing. Whereas with this one, it just burns. The other one, it's like I said, like a fire crackling. But Candles by Victoria makes a really great candles. The only thing is that her candles are not soy candles. I think she does offer some soy-based candles. So if you have pets or stuff, these aren't the best for pets. Soy is the best for pets. But yeah, I love woodwick candles. They're really cool. Really cool. Ow. Mic stand, that hurt. But the ones I have coming from, I think they're called Anchor Way or Anchor West or something like that. They are soy based, so I'm excited to try them and see how they are. I don't think so, but they sound like a mini fire. Oh, well, TT was already saying something. Oh no, it's okay. See, I didn't even see your comments, TT, and I was already thinking that. I'll just light it so you guys can hear. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Like, I love the way that they sound. Like, I have one of, I have another one downstairs because my kids like listening to the crackling. And you would think because it's wood that it would like fuck up more than like a regular wick, but it doesn't. And I like Candles by Victoria's candles because the scents are really powerful, but that's also why I have to be careful with the scents that I buy from her. She has like 200 scents because some of her scents can be, can trigger my migraines. Like I bought some wax melts from her that I just can't do, like the almond pastry scent I can't do. There's another one that she has that I can't do. But some of her scents I absolutely love. Like this candle, if I were to open my room door right now, would fill up scent-wise my whole entire top floor of my house. That's how powerful it is. So I like using her candles downstairs in my kitchen dining area on the island because I have animals, you know, I got kids, I got a boyfriend whose shoes smell like dog shit because he steps in dog shit and don't care. So it kind of like helps with that scent, you know, like with the smells and stuff. And I compost, so you sometimes might smell rotten food, you know, if we're getting lazy and don't want to clean our compost out. I asked to be a mod several times yesterday to help Carrie. I think you missed it, Tarrah. I did miss it. I didn't know you wanted to be a mod. Well, I can make you a mod. I don't need a mod right now, but I mean, I don't need mods right now. We're good right now. I say that and then I just see that Carrie had to time out somebody. Where is Spud? Why am I not seeing Spud? It's not letting me click on them once they're timed out. That's weird. I'm trying to, Carrie. It's not letting me click on them. It shows me that they were timed out, but why is it not letting me block them? That's weird. There is no picture, Carrie. It just says Spud was timed out by Carrie for 300 seconds. There's no picture. It deleted the comment and there's no picture. It just says, I'll have to screenshot it and send it to you so you can see what I'm seeing. There's no picture. I do love my home in MC, but things are about to change from we're looking to buy a home maybe in like Frederick. Oh, well, that's awesome, Anne. I hung out with y'all until 5 a.m. this morning. Oh my goodness, Basic Witch. That's crazy. I'll send you on Instagram after what I'm trying to say Carrie, because it's not letting me. Even when I click on the timed out thing, it doesn't, nothing pulls up. And normally when I click on it, it will give me options. Block rape culture. What? I'm so confused right now. I have to remove that word. I don't want to have to remove you as a moderator. It's not going to let me. Oh, hold on. Carrie, can you delete the stuff where you have the R word in there? I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Did I miss it? I'm losing my voice. I'm going back up. I'm not seeing it, Carrie. Why is it not letting me block them? So I just seen her Walmart haul on TikTok. She has nothing but chocolate monster drinks. I thought she had stuff for the apartment. Nope, she doesn't. She just bought food. Is that the company that makes the candles that look like cakes and different fruits and different drinks? Yes, Annie. Let me show you this. Let me show you one of the cool things I own from them. I actually have a whole video on my channel unboxing a ton of stuff from Candles by Victoria, but this is one of the candles that I've never burned it because it's so pretty. Look at this. And it smells amazing. This is the Raspberry Peach Cobbler. It's got dog hair on top of it because I literally just have it on a shelf because it's so pretty. But look at how pretty it is, right? And it comes in it. You could use this glass after, you know. It's cute. Obviously, you would remove the bow and you would probably put a plate underneath. And then the other one that's super cool is this guy. It's the orange cream. I think it's orange cream. Creamsicle milkshake. And then the little donut comes off. What? And you could put this in like, you know, like a wax melter. Tarrah, can you not see all the posts saved for review on the screen? No, I can't. I don't see them. I see you saying block our children, but I don't see what you're talking about. That's why I'm lost. It says top chat, live chat, super chat, none, hide all chat messages. I tried to do advanced setting. It's not letting me. Save highlight, share. Yeah, it's not showing me. Now I can't even get back to my chat. What happened? What'd I do? 3, there's 20 of them from the person. Send you pics to Messenger. Why can't I see them? I don't see them. It's not even letting me go in anywhere. I'll have to look after. That's scary. Why can't I see them? And it's not letting me, no, I don't want to remove Witch's Broom. Hi, Witch's Broom. It's not letting me, when I try to click, I can see you timing them out, Carrie. But I can't see any messages or pictures. That's not good. I hope somebody's not trying to hack me. Yeah, I saw that comment too, Alyssa. Is anybody else seeing comments from this account? Because I'm only seeing them being timed out and it's not letting me click it. Oh, we were looking at candles, but I have something kind of disturbing going on. I don't see any comments from that account or Spud. Me neither. I haven't seen them at all for some reason. I can't see those comments. No, if I was in here early. Oh, don't be sorry, Fluffball. Wow, young, click on it at all. Now there is more coming in. And no, they are being held for review. Watch, I will let one go. Oh, they're being held for review. Okay, that makes sense. Let it go, because then I will be able to block it. Look above Witch's Broom. I don't see anything. Oh my god, it's so freaky. I can't see those comments. Nope. I got nothing here. 12:11. 12:11. Click so last. I was in here. No, I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I see Witch's Broom, which they're fine. This is really weird. That's really weird. I wonder if they're bots. Why am I not seeing it? Okay, this is really worrying me. I'm probably going to have to end the live, you guys. I can't see anything. I can see the timeouts, but that's all I see. And I'm not understanding why. I can't click on it. Why can I not see it? How many accounts are there? I don't know how to add somebody on here. I'm not really good with YouTube chat. Can you see our comments? I can see your comments, guys. Do they block you first? I don't know. It's really weird. We need some law and order here. Someone call the sheriff. I know, like, what the hell? Stop it and come back. I could do that. All right, I'll stop it. And if you're in top chat, you can't see them. Why can't I? That doesn't make sense. I'm the freaking YouTuber. I should be able to see them too. But I don't understand, because usually YouTube gives you the option to, like, if my moderator times somebody out, Carrie knows what I'm talking about, it'll give me the option to click it and block them. Instantly, I can block them or hide them from the chat. But I'm not even seeing their comments. Nikki, can you see all bad comments calling Tarrah a B? See the setting menu. Click it and switch to live chat. See the setting menu. Live chat. I just did it. Okay, I see it, guys. I got it. First of all, report. Hate speech or graphic violence. Why won't it let me go up any more than that? Cancel. And then hide user on channel. Remove. Sorry, guys. I just want to get it. I haven't seen any comments in those accounts. Still not letting me click it when it's timed out, though. I got that. I saw one of them. I think I got them out. I saw something saying don't stop, won't stop or something, but she can't see because she's on Top Chat. I guess I am a dumb bee. They might be right. She can't see. So what was their name? They're at least 35 now and Shrill coming in. They have to be bots, Carrie, because I only have 60 people in here. It won't let me keep scrolling. It won't let me scroll up past 12:12, like before 12:12, if that makes sense. Oh wow, there's a ton coming. Bye, Fluffball. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the live because I'm definitely being botted. So I appreciate you, Carrie, for putting in the work and deleting all of them. If you have any screenshots, let me know. I'm gonna show you what I don't know, Carrie. I went through and reported and hit a bunch of them. Good night, Fluffball. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the live just because somebody's definitely botting me. Which means they paid to have my stuff botted, which I don't understand why, because my count is going down, like my viewers are going down. There's no reason that those messages are coming in that fast. So one, I'm probably being botted, and two, somebody's not only yeah, they're definitely botting me. So I wonder if Ashley has something to do with this. I didn't get a notice saying that you were on live either. Yeah, something funny is going on, for sure. And I don't really care. People can say mean things about me or whatever. That doesn't bother me. It's just these names. I don't want it to be triggering to anybody because they're absolutely disgusting. If you guys see anything, moderators, report it. It's not the FBI. The FBI is not, oh, I just got the joke. Yeah, don't just hide them, report them. She just got that YouTube money. I could see her paying to have you botted. She's so threatened by you. I don't know if she would pay for it, but I could see her followers definitely paying for it. Like her loyal followers, because she has some people that follow her that are how do I put it nicely? They're going through their own things. Your lives are so much better than Ashley's. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I saw comments like that on Ashley's earlier too. Weird. Yeah, people will definitely bot. And I mean, it wouldn't put, like, I've seen in Ashley's video, like her live chats, her being botted. I reported them and then hid them from the channel and then hid the comments. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. Maybe it's a good thing I made 3 people moderators because I was like, I don't need moderators. And then all of a sudden, bam. Like, I don't need 3 moderators right now. And then bam, bam, bam. Yeah, today was bad. She definitely wouldn't pay for it. She was begging so hard tonight for money in Walmart. Yeah, I don't think Ashley would pay for bots. I could see her supporters doing it, but not her. All right, I have to work tomorrow, Tarrah. Love you guys. Carrie, we will talk next live. Bye. Bye, your mom goes to college. Thank you, dear. You're looking for, and they're saying you can't see them because you're on Top Chat or something. Yeah, I was on Top Chat. I wasn't on live chat. I honestly, like, didn't know there was a difference. Had no idea there was a difference. I sent you something on IG. Yeah, I'm going to have to end the live, you guys, because they just keep sending shit. Okay, thank you, Ashley. I will check it out. It's heartbreaking because she has so much help and is so ungrateful. I love the help she gets. I've been scratching and fighting to get back where I was. I had a house fire 3 weeks after being laid off from my job. Oh my God, Samantha, I'm so sorry. I hope you guys all are safe. Good night, Tarrah. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Alyssa. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. I'm probably not going to go back on live after I end this just because I've already been online for a long time. No, your voice is so soothing. Helps me sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I have an annoying voice, so I appreciate that. These are gross. What is wrong with people? Oh, so sorry they invaded your live. It happens as YouTubers. Like, people will just storm lives just to storm them. So I don't think it's Ashley, though. I will say that. Oh my gosh, that's heartbreaking, Samantha. I'm so sorry. Wow, that's really sad. I couldn't imagine. Having a house fire is like one of the things I'm the most scared of besides drowning. So yeah, I'm going to end this live, but I will be live tomorrow night, Monday, Eastern Standard Time. You're welcome, Samantha. It'll probably be earlier. So I would say probably around 8 o'clock. Oh, I bet it was scary. I couldn't even imagine. But I do want to end this because my moderators are working in full gear right now because bots are not easy to try to manage when they start. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. If you guys need to reach out to me or anything like that, you know where to reach me. My contact information is in any of my other videos in the description. It will be in the description of this. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate the thumbs up. Anyone subscribing, any support at all. Thank you to my moderators. You're amazing. If you're in recovery and have been sober today, you are great. You're amazing. Good job. One day at a time. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, Alyssa. Bye, everybody. Have a good night, Fluffball. I got great mods. Bye, Social Reject. I appreciate you, Social Reject. Bye, Annie. Bye, Angie. Bye, Samantha. Have a good